make it better. Together now we're strong, don't question it. The truth will break your chains, we have the key. Open your eyes and see. We are the ones who know the answers, and they ain't never gonna hold us back. The sea is rising like it dances. Imagine life without a purpose. Now picture everything you're fighting for. Now picture everything you're fighting for.
Well, hello and welcome to another Space Engineer stroke Mortal Engines. I keep saying that today. Yep, Space Engineers Mortal Engines stream. Adam's with us today. Say hello, Adam.
Hello.
There he is. And yep, we might even hear from Trent later, I'm not sure. But I'll speak to him earlier. I think he's around, but we'll see. Adam's happy today. He's full of beans. He's had a day off work, that's why.
Yeah, just the one.
Just the one. I'm not full of beans today. I feel absolutely depressed today. I don't know why. Was hoping to have done a stream earlier with Trent, but I just haven't got my act together today. And Adam slapped me up the ass. Not quite slapped me, but kicked me up the ass tonight and said, "Look, I want to go on the stream." So I said, "Okay, I'll start the stream." So here we are. Mortal Engines, Space Engineers. We got this far last week. We sort of backwards kind of operated it. We had the shaft rotating to mimic the movement, so the piston would go up and down. We found the wear on the piston was too much, even with the welders. The main weakness being this join here. Now,
joint.
well, it would have been. We could have done it the way we did before with the rotors, but either way, there's a lot of force going down this shaft. Now, the aim of this is to power a city on wheels. That's a lot of mass. So even if we do manage to get the pistons working, there's too many failure points, regardless of how many welders we've got. I really can't see this being a viable solution for a city on wheels. For a small car, no problem. It's been done. A few of you have actually sent me videos showing me that other people have tried it and it works. There's a few variations of how the piston work, and a few of them might even scale up to work for this. But still, I just don't see this sort of piston actually working to move a city on wheels. Now, the ultimate aim is to make the city on wheels rather than a piston-driven vehicle. So I want to move forward with the Mortal Engine side of things and start making a large city on wheels, literally using a lot of wheels. So I think if we use the 5x5 large block wheels on shocks, perhaps make like small sections and then join them all together, a left side, a right side, and then control them as if they're tracks using one of the scripts there are that means you can control the drive for left and right independently throughout subgrids. I thought you were slapping your head then. But yeah, so that's the goal, I think. So I think I'm going to leave these around in case we want to come back to them for ideas. But I want to get cracking on building some sort of chassis for a city on wheels. I see we've got a 20 Fencer. Hello 20 Fencer, welcome to stream, mate. Glad you could join us. Right, so I'm envisioning like almost like a tank, but lots of them. all in a row, and then 2 lots of those, one to the left, one to the right, and then build a chassis across them. But I also got an idea how we need to make sure the city sort of stays level as we go over terrain. So we're going to need each individual set of tank tracks to be almost suspended on the shocks. So I've had this kind of idea. Let me see if I can build like a very mini basic idea of what I've got in mind so you can follow along, and then maybe I'd possibly even give me solutions to problems that I'm thinking of. Let's get a rubber landing gear quickly, and I've got the wheel. I don't think that's the right. Oh, of course, yeah. We've got the left, and we need the right. There we go. Okay, so the sort of, you know what? Let's just do blocks. So basically, I'm going to have, for example, just pretend each one of these blocks is a large 5x5 wheel. So perhaps do like 5 of them in a row. So I could do like 5 large wheels in a row. Probably have like one slightly higher at the front and one slightly higher at the back. So each one's got a bit of a lead in, lead out kind of thing. Each one of these wheels would be suspension wheels. They won't have steering, they'll just have suspension properties and propulsion. So that would be like a set of wheels, and we'll do multiple ones of those. So let's grab that. So we'll do a number of these. So let's say, for example, I think perhaps, well, yeah, I'm thinking it's going to have to be an odd number. Why is that suddenly changed?
Yeah, probably would have to be odd.
Well, the reason why I'm thinking that, it's totally not what you want to do. So let's just go with 5 for now, but I think it might end up being more. But the reason why, because the middle one is going to be the key one. So this is what I've got in mind. So there'll be, let's say, for example, 5 sets of tracks, and there'll be another 5 on the other side. But we'll just look at one side of the vehicle at the moment. Now the middle set of tracks would have the main upright support, so it would go across the other side and up. And this would be what most of the city is attached to. But at some point, the city build, like the ground level of the city would be built upon, and the subterranean levels would be underneath where the engines would be, and we could probably make some makeshift piston designs to make it look like it's powered by pistons. But from here, the idea was that I'd have some kind of like line that goes out to that one, and possibly, I wasn't sure on this one, but perhaps a little higher on the other one, or maybe even the same height. I'm not quite. Oh, you didn't think that one through, did I? Oh, wrong button. Yeah, I didn't think that one through too well. Let's stick the old Symmetry on so it won't do that to me again.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Right, so yeah, start again. So at some point, it's probably going to have to be, well, it's 5x5 wheels, so the reason why I say that, with the shock, so it's probably going to be something like that. The beam would come across, and on here I would mount a 5x5 wheel or two, and basically that wheel would push on the top of this, so it'd have to be set back one probably, but the wheel itself would act as a shock for that whole set. So you've got the shocks of these wheels plus the shock of the wheel on the back of that. Obviously these wheels wouldn't be powered, they would purely be as a shock for that to that. So this whole section here would be joined to the rest with some sort of hinge and the joining points. So the whole front can sort of roll up, but they're being pushed down by the force of the suspension from the wheel above each section. So they're all pushed down to the ground, but as you drive forward, if you hit some terrain, that one will go over it, but giving you drive, and the city should stay pretty much level. That's the kind of idea I've got. Did that make sense, Adam?
Kinda. I see what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have to kind of build something.
Yeah.
I did so it doesn't fall over. See, the other thing is you could do, say, this sort of thing. Like make like a big track, and add that. Oh, I'm behind you.
Alright.
So yeah, if you made like track wheels,
yeah,
like this, and then you had 4 in each corner, separate to each other.
4 in each corner.
So yeah, you'd have this, and then this would connect to the main bit, and then say over here somewhere,
Yeah.
you'd have another front end, another set of wheels.
Oh, like this. That's
Yeah.
even bigger. Yeah, I was thinking taller than that initially, but see, I want to do the city on wheels, but realistically, it's probably more like a village on wheels because Space Engineers. But it's still going to be massive compared to most builds of Space Engineers.
A little bit.
4, 5 hinge blocks so the wheels are connected, then coding something so the wheels don't hit each other or put them in a zigzag. The wheels will never hit each other because they will be spaced apart enough. It's not a problem there. The hinge would be sort of somewhere on the middle here, so the front sections can roll up kind of thing. But the wheel on this bar would provide the wheel that provides suspension. Let me stick that on now. That's the reason why I put the support over there.
It is.
So, for example, let's put it on the inside. In fact, it probably could be on the inside actually, so you wouldn't actually see them. So you'd have like a wheel like that. The idea being that that would push down on something. Where are we? We'll obviously line it up correctly, but the idea that we will be sitting on a block there, so that as well as the suspension of the wheels individually on that set, the weight of the front of the city would be pushing down using the shock on. You could do 1, 2, or 3 of these wheels depending on what strength you need here. Probably more than one because of the weight of the city. But what the idea does, it means that these front sections that would be the same as well. Did the same here. The idea being that as you drive along, if you start to go over a bit of a mound or a rock or something, the front would go over the mound, but it wouldn't affect the level. The city would be pretty much level because most of the wheels are on the level ground. So basically, the city would be as level as the average of the wheels. If we get the settings just right on these wheels, because those wheels are going to provide the leveling, whereas the articulation of the hinges between each section would allow the wheels to go over obstacles and maintain traction without the city being wobbled around too much. I think that's the idea.
So each one of these is not connected at all, yeah?
They are connected. Let me show you sort of
What
thing
would
in mind.
connection with?
There would
Like
be some
a physical connection, I mean.
Yeah, they're physically connected, but they're themed as separate grids. So you'd have a hinge here to join them, and again, the same here. There'd be another hinge. Obviously, the actual locations of the blocks is going to vary, but so each one. So there's a hinge here and a hinge there, and the same on the opposite side. It's the middle set of wheels that are important. They're the ones that are always going to be the upright ones.Ey're the ones that need to stay as upright as possible. The ones in front and behind are for providing you the incline and decline angles, and they're by these wheels they're going to help dictate how good that is. So there'll be another wheel here. But if that, I think that kind of that's my idea kind of explained.
Well, I think we kind of just need to get one of these made.
Yeah, we can make one up and then we can see if it actually works in practice.
Make and copy and whatnot.
Yeah,
I think that's the best option here.
Yeah, but that's how I think. Because I mean, think about it. It's a massive area. It's a massive area of city we want to build. The actual shape. I don't want a square. I don't want a circle. I want a kind of like a teardrop shape. I think. So it sort of peters off towards the back maybe, and have like the highest point slightly forward of the centre, but then a bit more length towards the back. So therefore the weight will level out, but it will have an interesting shape. Because I actually quite like the idea of having some sort of airport type thing towards the back, so we can actually have ships landing on the city, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think like the peak height would be sort of around this point of the vehicle, but the length of the vehicle would go a bit further back than here. So perhaps have more wheels towards the back than the front.
We're going on that. You're thinking what, 7? Keeping it odd.
With the sets of wheels, well, that's 5 there, so perhaps goes 6. It depends on how it peters back. I don't know. If anyone's seen the Mortal Engines film, the actual London city's got a very similar shape to what I'm going for, but I don't necessarily want to do the exact London city.
They use tracks.
Yeah, well these are going to look like tracks from a distance, but they're not physically tracks, but they've got the wheels you would have in tracks. Just see what 20 Fens is saying here. Then a piston system so it doesn't hit the cube like City. Also the hinge blocks will be the suspension. The suspension, it literally needs to be suspension, like the wheels. That's why I want to use the wheels. The piston will be there, so you can rise the city when the area is too bumpy. Yeah, lifting and lowering the city sounds like a good idea with pistons, but the problem with pistons, they're not very good when you use them together. They're not that reliable. They glitch out. It's a real issue. Whereas if you use lots of wheels as suspension, they will actually reliably lift and drop heavy weights. They're much better than pistons. So that's why I want to use these sort of wheels as a suspension, because they do actually have suspension, whereas the piston has no suspension characteristics. You can't have a little bit of give in a piston. I think pistons will be used in many places. I mean, I did have an idea about adjusting the track, the distance between the tracks and things like that using pistons, but that's a lot of flex on a piston. So I had the idea of having a piston, hinge piston, so you can make the tracks longer or shorter as and when needed. So you'd push the wheels out in front and put them back again. But I just think that's going to be too much clang inducing there. But I think what we do is start off with making one of these sort of tracks, one of these mini tracks, and then we'll duplicate them and get a rough idea where we want them, and then start linking them together, and then do the left and right side and get it driving around, and then we'll start working on the suspension section over the top of it. So first of all, let's grab us the. Go for a landing gear for now. Right. So, build to the side a little bit, and let's stick one wheel in the middle. Let's go for an odd number of wheels on each.
You thinking that?
Where are you?
Behind you.
More wheels than that though.
That's the same.
Yeah, that line out, but more wheels in the middle. And we're definitely using these wheels because they look awesome for it. But from a distance, they would look like tracks.
Yes.
In fact, what's your spacing on that? Because I know it's one block up. That's why it looks quite close.
That's exactly what you've just built.
It is, yeah. But I was using one block per 5x5 wheel, so it's actually going to be a hell of a lot bigger than what I put down there.
Yeah.
Right, let's go for the right wheels because we are going to do the right side, and I'll have to make sure I do a left side. So I'm actually going to have to build 2 lots of this. I forget which way's up. That's the way up, isn't it, with the triangle? Okay, so that's not even a 5x5. Let's start again. 5x5. We are going big. This is definitely going to be the biggest thing I've ever built. Let's. In fact, I just forgot about that. These use a lot more blocks. Who do we have on the stream at the moment?
Hammond and Fenzer.
Oh, Hammond. Hello. I can see that you are back to pain. Pain? Or pain? Talking about Adam? I've just got stuck in the tread. Oh no, there we go. Right, so that's one of the many wheels this is going to have. Okay, so what's the spacing between a 5x5? Let's have a look.
3.
3 blocks? Oh yeah, because that'd be the middle one. There we go.
Depends on how close you want them.
As close as possible without them being issues. We're not going to have any steering on them. We're not using steering.
2 block spaces as close as you. I've got 3. Shit. Yeah, it will be 3.
Yeah. I think I'm doing 5 wheels, and then it needs to be quite a large base, really. I mean, all the tracks don't have to be identical. We could do variations on them, but I think for now I'll do them identical, and as we start building the city I can then amend them as I go. Yeah, they're really close, but I don't think they're going to rub. I think they're going to be okay. We're not going to have any steering on them.
No, they should be alright. So you're going to have at least you have to make these odd to make it right, because they are a 2 block wide.
Yeah.
To make it an odd number at least. That's 4.
That's the main. I'm going to do one up high at the front and one up high at the back.
So it should be basically sort of similar deal. Might actually be 3.
Is that going to be high enough? Just 1 block, or do I want to go 2 blocks higher?
It might be about right, actually.
But only 1 block extra in height. Is that? It's a 5x5 wheel. Which I think 2 blocks might be better. It needs to be just under half a block extra in height. So probably might look a bit better eventually, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I might actually move it in a block as well. I don't know. Let's have to see what this looks like.
Where it fits.
Put it there. See what it looks like. I was in the thinking way, wasn't I?
You need to do your draw distance.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually. Let's do that.
The only problem with working with such large things.
Yeah. Oh no, I think that looks alright.
That looks. I think that's as close as you're gonna get it.
Yeah, it'd be too close otherwise, won't it?
Yeah.
So I'm picturing at least 6 of these either side. I mean, this alone is the size of sort of tracks we build on a normal base.
So is this just one of them?
Yeah,
things?
this is one of those things down here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be quite. This is going to be humongous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
It is rather exciting. Okay, so let's go with 7. Yeah.
Yeah, Hammond, I think that's what the plan is. There's no actual turning with it. So it's basically you stop one and then...
Yeah, all the right hand wheels will be grouped and all the left hand wheels will be grouped. And then you control the speed of the left and right wheels independently to determine which direction you go. It's going to be bearing is a city moving. It's not like we're moving mega fast. So just one variation in speed from one wheel to the other will make a decent turning radius. And obviously you can turn on the spot if you do the opposite. So that's how it's going to work. But we will control them by grouping the right wheels and grouping the left wheels and have the increase-decrease speed on left and right. That will be the steering. And I think it will work pretty easy.
So you're thinking making like a unit, so left and right wheels attached to one little centre point? Each track section, or is this just one part?
This is, that there, as you see it there, is this bit here that's going to be at the bottom. That's that one. And then
You're not doing one on the other side of this?
I was debating whether to make this tracked both sides, but I think I don't know, we could literally just put them on the other side as well, so it's more traction. I do think it's probably a better idea actually. We do need to double up.
Kind of thing. So you might want to add a bit of girth to it for the other bits that we've got to put in it.
I don't know about girth. I think I could literally just put them on the back of this. Because in a way it kind of acts as if they were singular wheels the closer they are. Because if it's wider, it's going to look like it's separate, almost like separate tanks underneath the city, which I suppose also wouldn't look too bad either. So,
Yeah.
Well, I want 6 of those. I think 2 up front and 3 behind. So the centre will be just forward of the centre. Yeah. But this is the main. This is the one that if this tips forward, the whole city's tipping forward. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, saying that, how about if the bottom of this was hinged there, and therefore the suspension wheels are actually keeping it level as well as some gyros. The whole city could have lots of gyros, which would be keeping it from tilting forwards or backwards.
Yeah, it should work. Theoretically.
Theoretically, but that hinge is asking for a nightmare because the whole city could tilt forward or backwards depending on what weights at each end. So if we suddenly have a load of vehicles land on the back, the whole city could tilt back. Nah, yeah, let's not do that. Yeah, I think these sets of wheels will be that tilt, and that will tell us how much adjustment we need to make on the front and rear shocks. So we'll go with that. Right. So yeah, I think we should do the wheels on the inside as well. It doubles up the number. We do need to double up wheels. It's more traction. It's more weight control.
Capacity. The capacity it can hold.
Yeah.
This will be massive.
It will. Absolutely humongous.
This is just one of them little blocks down there.
Yeah, each one of these wheels is meant to be signified by 1 square block in these.
Yeah. So scale that up by, I don't know, 5.
Yeah, that's exactly the scale.
That was a good guess, wasn't it?
Well, it's a 5x5 wheel represented by one block. Right, so I think it doesn't need to be any wider than that, does it? It's literally as if that is this whole thing is like one set of tracks. It's one track. That's what it's going to look like from a distance. So that's the outside of the track, and this is the inside of the track. So as far as you're concerned, the middle is track. I could probably even put blocks across here and black them all out, so it actually looks like it's one big track.
Yeah.
Make sense?
I think it does.
Oh, okay, hang on. Did I put that the right way up?
Who put that there?
You put what where?
Ah.
You can go now.
Yeah, but you're probably going to have a problem placing that now, maybe.
Nah, because I just raised the shock and placed the wheel. Okie dokie. Let's, for now, I'll put a battery on each one just so that we've got no issues. But eventually, they'll all be powered with a big nuclear reactor somewhere, probably.
Yeah. Definitely.
Although I do want to make this very steampunky, so I do want to make it look like it's as powered by steam and coal and stuff as possible.
Well, with the thing that we've got, exhaust pipe, that's a Paul Law's ability.
Yeah, but we need a lot of them to make it look like it's actually doing what it needs to be doing.
True. Very true.
And this is a hell of a lot of wheels we've got to manage.
Right.
Steering off. Propulsion, brake, air shock, yes.
So
power, 100, strength, all the way up for now. I should have done it slowly. Height offset, raise it all the way up. Okay, and the last wheel was the left one, so add wheel. Did the wheel appear? It did. There we go. So that is effectively one set of tracks, and we're going to need 12 of them in total for now. We might have to add more as we go, but for now I think it's going to be 12 of them in total.
Yeah. The easy way to get around the wheel naming things, we've got the naming block.
Yeah.
Great. And we just have to name as we go.
I think, to be honest, what I'm going to do is just now copy and paste this 6 times in a row, join them up how we want to join them. Once they're joined, then I'll group them all as right wheels, because that's it, that's the right wheels. And then we'll build it again. In fact, no, we can just copy it and paste it over to the other side and call them all left. Because it is, we've got right and left wheels on both, so it is actually oh, this is dead easy.
As long as you keep this the right way.
Yeah.
Which you should be able to with the...
And because we can drive each one forwards and backwards, we can line them up with each other nicely as well. So let's do some copying and pasting. In fact, I'm going to go from above so I can get these lined up as best as possible. I think space in between them, we need to have, I don't know, half a track distance between them or a whole track distance between them.
Yeah, I'd probably say about that. That looks about right.
Once we place the blocks, did I put that in the ground?
That's 17. You've got that about 17 blocks away.
Well, I shall. We'll line them up a bit better once I've pasted.
That's where you are.
They're not quite lined up, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll go for one more up front.
They're floating.
They're floating?
Yep, on my screen.
On your screen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, weird. Hopefully they'll snap in as soon as it. Right, so we'll start with the middle one. Let's put the upright so we know where we're working from. And it will be double blocks. Let's, there, I'll do for now. So yeah, I think the join will have to be fairly high up as well. Or would it? Depends on how high this floor is going to be, because we could do all sorts of details under here to make it look decent.
Yeah.
The city wants to be not too low to the floor, but also not too high to be able to not get to. Because we're getting into the city, there'll be a few various rare entries to get into the city. Because the idea is once you're in there, you're not really going to leave. It's only a few people that venture out to do missions that usually go by vehicle anyway. So perhaps some sort of ramp somewhere that drop down for vehicles to access. There's not really have to worry about getting in and out. So it could be quite high for. Yeah, so we need to allow quite a bit of flex on these wheels. Bearing in mind, this moving, that mountain is going to be like a rock to it in a way, isn't it? Like a large rock. So we need to be able to get up there. So we want probably a 45-degree angle on this between this and that one. So, yeah, maybe, maybe not. Let's go big. Let's just go big to start off with. So 16... Hang on, I didn't place. Why didn't that place? The 16 blocks will take me to there, and then hang on, what we're doing here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay.
I should have put this in first.
I don't know, because I wasn't thinking of doing this on each one. It's only the middle one I was thinking of doing it on. But now looking at how I'm going to join it, I do think perhaps they could have done being high up in the first place. It's not a problem, because it's only a... We wouldn't have known until we did this anyway. So that's there. So I think that's a good height for the joints. We're just going to find interesting ways to fill the gaps underneath to make it look decent.
Structure.
But, oh yeah, I don't know, I'm just thinking, I mean, there's plenty of buildings. We have like all maintenance works under here, like almost like subway, stroke, sewers, that kind of stuff. So the sides are going to be like all vents and vanes and stuff like that. So that would all look on the side for detail. So the actual hinge joint itself could literally be the halfway point here. So 6 there. 6 there. Why are they different heights? Oh, they're not.
It shouldn't be. We're on a lake.
So I think that probably... How long was that? 23. I think I might go with that. Look. That's pretty big. Bit longer than what we see in there, it worked out to be.
A little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, I do think a metro is probably a good idea. We could have some sort of monorail walking around. We've ran it. That'd be pretty cool. I have lately been having the need to want to build a monorail again. I've done monorails quite a few times, and I do think with the new blocks we got, it's a lot better to do now.
Shapes and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. And because we haven't got to worry about the curvature of the Earth, because it is its own city on a flat floor, we can do it even easier as well.
Yeah, it's a bit.
We could do decent elevators as well, so.
Especially with the passing through blocks without any problem.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to move that a little bit, aren't you?
Yeah. We can drive them in a minute. There you go. You can do that if you want. Do you want to start lining them up, and I'll start adding these bits on? Because I'm pretty sure. If you start lining them up, and I'll start putting the columns on them. Was it 24? Forgotten. Oh, it was 25. Hang on. Oh, 14. 24. I like it. Oh, hello. Someone's not very good at driving trains.
Well, it doesn't turn.
Well, it would do if you change to left and right, but don't be grouping anything. We'll just turning on briefly, maybe. Wherever you need, just make sure you put it back before you leave the cockpit. This was. Oh, gee, I forgot already. The 20. No, hang on. Keep forgetting the block counts. Yeah, 23. So why I'm getting the two mixed up.
Do you want to put a rotor on this end?
Oh, so it'll join up. Is there space there to do it now?
Yeah, there's space. I think all I need to do is go back. And hope this doesn't go boom boom.
It shouldn't do.
It's space engineers.
Yeah. Once you get lined up, try and do the attach. Oh, I don't know if you can do it from the end. Can you do it from the end?
Don't know.
Oh, it didn't want to let it go in then, did it? That's weird.
That was pretty cock on, that, wasn't it?
Have I put the wrong block down? Hinge part.
No, that's the right one.
It's not a 3x3 job issue, is it? So they're not actually allowing it to go in. Oh, yes, it was. It was going in. It's just not quite lined up. Yeah, it's not quite lined up. We could do with putting the brakes on, really, couldn't we? Hang on, let me put the brake on.
Oh.
Put the brake on. Oh, you've done it. Well done. Have you locked it, or can you not do it from the end?
I can't even find it, so no.
Alright, I'll do it from this end. It looks like it's already locked.
Could be, but it's not on my system. Just turn the steering off.
Hinge attach. Oh, there you go. Cool. Did you turn the steering off?
I did.
Cool. Yeah, so I think the space.
So that one's locked, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go forward with this one a second. Get the front one on, and we can then move the whole thing forward easier.
Well, the front one to me is floating.
I want to use floating. Alright, let me get in it and drive it back, and it might change. But let me put the top on first.
Yeah, the front and the back one.
Oh, what was this? 16? 14? Oh, I keep forgetting what the count was. I think it's 14. And 23 this way. The thing that I'm worried about with this build now is to actually be able to fill out the space with stuff worth putting there. Oh, I don't need to do the front one, do I? Yeah, having all this space and not knowing what to build there, that's the thing that worries me.
I know what you mean.
But I'm pretty sure we'll find plenty. I mean, there's always stuff we can think of. And the fact that we're actually trying to make like a village, town, stroke city kind of idea. There's things like village halls, libraries and transport systems, homes, offices, that kind of stuff. That's the sort of thing we could do, but with a steampunk sort of feel to it. Is it on the floor yet for you?
Yes.
I haven't put the thing on yet, have I?
No, the back one is floating as well.
No worries, we'll get to that in a second. Right, I'll put the thing on the back. Do you want to drive it again? I'll put the steering on, so when you get in place, make sure you turn the steering off again. So once it's locked in, turn the steering off, and then let me know. Then I can do the join. To be honest, though, we can actually group them all, turn the steering off anyway, so I have to worry. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's alright. We haven't got to worry about it so much. Oh, nearly. Oh, you're like it's like it's your first time, mate.
On me.
Oh, that's the point. I just see. Hey, he just said looks like it was 15. Have I done the right length? Oh, I'm getting paranoid now. I'm sure it was 14. That's 23. That was. The height is right. Yeah, 23 and 14. No, I'm good. I got it right.
Got it.
You're in. Took you a couple of attempts, but you're in.
It's seeing it. It's getting the right angle of the camera. That's the thing. Yep. And the steering's off.
Cool. Right, that's connected.
Wow.
It's already one of the biggest things we've already built.
What the hell is that?
What's what?
I don't know. I fly past something and it makes me spin.
Do it again.
I flew this way
Yeah.
and it just made me spin.
I don't know. It might have just been the what do you call it? Sort of service my computer, but you know. Right. Let's. Okay. If I now go into here and do wheels. Grab all those.
Could have been that.
Jeez, look at that. What's interesting though, I'm not seeing all the wheels moving. Those back wheels in the middle part aren't moving.
No, the top
Oh, because I'm
two.
because I'm currently only controlling this one, aren't I? That's why.
Oh yeah.
We need to put
yeah.
we need to put the code in for it, the script. That's fine.
Yeah, I was just going to drive this one forward, so I was just going to connect them all.
I need to put the bar on the back and all that.
Yep.
Okay, so that one.
He says, okay, then I'm just drunk.
Yeah, I was doubting myself, but I've now memorised it pretty well. There we go, and then... So you're going to drive this one up to the back of it, yeah?
Yep.
Cool, cool. I'll get this one ready. It's actually quite quick how we can build this, because like I said, we just duplicate all the parts, join them together, and then duplicate both sides, left and right's done, then rename them, and then we can start building the body on it. It's really quick. For something so huge, it's actually quite simple. The fun's going to be trying to set up the shock type system.
Yeah. Touch. Oh, damn it.
This is actually pretty massive.
This one needs redoing.
What are you doing? What, you broke it, or...?
Yeah, something broke.
Okie doke, not to worry, I'll have a look. Just quickly finish this, then it's done. E3. Nope, don't need it at the back of it. Although the city might be on it, so we might do a bit. And this one. Yeah. Right, where are we?
I think it just needs re-welding.
No, you're in.
Yeah, it needs re-welding now.
Oh, blimey, yeah. Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Well, I've seen it smoking and like, oh, fuck. But then it looked like it wasn't attached completely. I always think that when Beardie does stuff.
What? I'd be like, you spin me right round, baby, right round. Is that what you're responding to, Adam?
Yeah.
That sounds a bit weird, mate.
Have we welded?
Yeah, I'm welded. Attach. There we go.
There we go.
Looking
Wow.
quite spectacular, really, isn't it?
A little bit.
It's tempting just to take this for a drive and see where it goes, but I think we need to get to left so we can get the turning, and then we'll test it over the mountains, I think, just to check this articulation. Which one's got the... There it is, right. You're going to line up again and I'll get into this one ready to join it.
Parking brake helps.
Yeah. I think all the hinges, once we're connected, I'll group them all and turn them all down on torque and braking force and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, you've
I may have damaged it.
we're joined. You like ramming it in, don't you?
be fair, there's actually not that much power control in it. It literally just goes forwards and you've got to press the brake and... Yeah.
Good luck. Last one.
And what's fun is this is copyable.
Yeah.
This is just a repeat from Trucking series. We did the train.
Yeah, train. That was funny actually, just massive build so quickly just by copy pasting. Oh, that little video clip I did of it just driving past, that was funny. I like that. I need to release that just as its own video on YouTube, don't I?
Yeah.
Might have to do that. Be more careful this time. Oh. Got ya.
Yeah, but I think I broke it a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't going fast enough.
Right, we are enjoying that's the whole right hand side or left hand side, it makes a difference right now. Okay, what I'm going to do is delete the seats apart from one.
Which you'd want that to be the middle.
I want the one we originally started with to be the one we've kept track on.
Do that one, Wyatt.
No, we've got 3 at the back, 2 at the front. So this is the middle one here
Right.
that stays. Because we want a bit more weight towards the front than the back.
Hummon says the game is a bit loud for him.
It was because I was in the cockpit then. Also, if I put my head up, it makes it quieter.
How?
It was because when you get in there and doing stuff, it makes a lot of noise, and I had the helmet visor open, makes it noisier. Right, there we go. So that is basically one side of the city's wheels. I do think we should perhaps stagger some in at some point, but we can add and remove them as we go. I think we need to test this concept. But I think what we need to do now is duplicate this for the other side and join it, and then group the wheels and all that. So first of all, let's group the wheels. In fact, let's group everything in the way it needs to be done, because we need to keep it all. Steering, propulsion, brake, shock. Oh, that's already done. So, we'll call these right wheels. And right terminal. The batteries, I think it's worth just keeping the batteries where they are. They'll never be an issue. The hinges, so these will be right hinges. Now these want to be torque all the way down, brake torque all the way down, velocity 0, lower limit, upper limit, yep, cool. Save. Right, I think we can copy that. And then we need to get a script as well, don't we? You there, Adam? I think Adam disappeared.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I was just talking to Emma.
No worries. How wide? See, that's the length of it. I suppose it wants to be longer than it is wide. About right. I think a little wider actually. I've got a feeling we might need to make wider wheels. Is that a good width? It's a I've got to drive it forward a little bit, but I'll do it in a minute with the merge block and I'll connect them. That width with the length of that, and it could overhang ever so slightly, but yeah, I think, I'm kind of thinking maybe a tad wider because it'll make it more stable. Not quite square, you know.
You'd probably want it 2/3 the length.
2/3 what, sorry? Oh,
2/3
yeah.
the length, yeah, the 2/3 the length of it.
That looking. I think that is about right, I think. See what I mean? The wheels now look more like tracks than wheels, don't they? As soon as we join this and start driving it, it will be the largest vehicle I've ever seen on Space Engineers being driven. Okay, so what I'll do now, I'm going to join here. Oh, blimey, that's more than 100 blocks. Oh, this is going to be massive. And just think about the different levels of the city as well as all the buildings on each level. This is actually going to be quite a phenomenal build. Oh dear. Didn't think that one through, did I? Is it actually Boeing? Let's think of another way of doing this a second. I need to join it to the right one as well. I'm joining the wrong ones, aren't I?
What are you doing?
I'm joining the wrong part.
How are you joining the wrong part?
I don't know. I need to do symmetry on this so that I don't end up tipping over, even though it's going to hit something over there. Do you fancy? Do you think you could? I don't know. Is it going to?
Want me to move it?
Hang
I
on.
can cut and paste it somewhere else.
Yeah, cut and paste it somewhere else. Not the wheels, the thing that's in the way.
Yeah, I assumed that.
Cool. I think that other one will be alright. I'm starting to think now this is actually pretty damn big. Did it hit that one over there as well?
No, you're not quite there.
Cool. Because this is like, that was 104 blocks, and now this is another 43, 4, 45.
Yeah. You're doing it the other way.
It's about 150 blocks wide, this vehicle.
Not bad.
Right, so let's put a merge. Oh god, a merge block could be quite deadly on this, couldn't it? I think we're going to have to make sure these are lined up very, very straight before we actually trigger the merge.
Yeah.
Or I could just save it. Let's just save it, because it might just work.
A save is probably the best option,
Yeah,
yes.
I'll do it twice as well.
Right.
Let's watch this.
Which is the drive one?
I think we're officially about to make the largest vehicle I think I've ever seen in Space Engineers.
Potentially.
Let's put the steering, not that it's going to make much of a difference, but
There's a bit of a height difference.
I think it might be just purely because of the ground.
So you need to raise the suspension then, or lower it on one of them.
I don't know.
This one, the one we're in is...
could you possibly go and turn the brake off on all the others? Because they're all fighting.
yeah, one sec.
Yeah, Herman, I'm not sure whether to add another wheel or not. I don't know. We'll see how this handles, I think, first. Oh, it's going. There you go. It works.
I did one.
It's joined.
I did one break. I never got around to do any others.
I think that might be the only one causing it to stop. But yeah,
Might have been.
we are joined. Let's,
Wow, that was awfully painful-less.
painful-less. Yeah, painless. Yeah. Making
I
up
got it
words.
right.
Not only are we making massive vehicles, we're also making words up as we go along.
I mean, you're not surprised. It's in what we've just done.
Yeah. Right. Well,
How about we get some more joints in?
is this possibly officially the biggest wheelbase vehicle ever in Space Engineers? Has anybody ever seen anything bigger than this now in Space Engineers? Because I can't think of it.
I can't think of the biggest, to be fair. We need to do that more times, you know.
Oh, for the others. I was debating about whether to do that or not.
At least join them together individually, and then after that they can be separate.
I don't know. Is it better to be independent? Because you think about it, there's a lot of difference in the ground between here and there. That could be a flat and this could be not flat. And if you lift them both up together...
Well, what I was thinking is you literally... This here is connected, not this bit. Just this side to that side. Or is it, yeah. No, I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean.
It's only the middle one needs to be connected because it's the city is connected to it. The rest of them are going to have the shock wheels pushing down on them. Yeah,
I see what you mean now. Yeah, now forget that.
Right,
yeah.
Let's find the centre because that's fun.
Yeah, hopefully you've made it right.
How many blocks is this on the inside? $146. Oh, I wanted an odd number. I really wanted an odd number.
Although in a way that's okay because these are even. Each one of these struts are even out there.
Yeah.
So in a way that's okay.
Okay, so 146 is 73, isn't it? So 73.
Yeah.
It's just a pain now because if I put my control seat in the middle, it's not going to be in the middle.
Graham wants to know what he's missed.
There's a really simple answer to that. Let me just change my view a little bit. Graham, that's what you've missed. Possibly the largest vehicle ever built in Space Engineers for wheelbase and number of wheels and size. These are large block 5x5 wheels on each one of them. How many wheels have we got? That's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 per track, and we've got 12 of them. So 14 times 12, blah 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 blah,
180 odd?
100, yeah, something like that. Yeah, so that's what you've missed. And we've only been streaming for just under an hour. Done quite well.
Well, this has taken us, what, half hour?
Yeah, it's not been
debating what we were doing first.
Yeah, we did spend a lot of time debating.
So let's get a few more struts in the middle then, just so it's not just one piece.
First of all, I want to drive it. The problem is, I kind of don't like the fact that it's not symmetrical, so I'm putting that there so I know that that's the middle. Alright, let's, we need to put that programmable block on and do that thing with the grids, don't we?
Yeah.
What have you just put on?
A seat.
Ooh, are you putting a seat next? That's a good point. You can have a seat next to me, look. Put one next to me. Okay, what is the script? Can you remember? Subgrid wheel control script. There you go. Or was it that one? Subgrid thruster manager. No, it's the wheel grip. That's the one. Place this script on your ship. Place some wheels on subgrids. Place the cockpit. Enjoy. Don't you just love it when it's easy? Check code. Yep. Yeah, this. I wonder if this is actually going to work. No, we do actually need to name the wheels, but oh my god. I'm just going forwards and backwards.
This is insane.
Okay, let's see if we can climb over this mountain. But you know what? I haven't actually set up the wheels to do what we want to do.
No. How
insane. They're all cool right wheels. Oops.
You've done it wrong.
Yeah, we forgot to name the left wheels before we joined it. Okay, that's easy enough to be fixed.
It was going so well.
It was. That's all right. We've done one mistake an hour. That's fine.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that we put.
Why is it so fast? Because there's so many wheels. That's why it's so fast.
No, I said one mistake an hour, not two. That's all right. We can fix that. That's fine.
Yeah, that is actually easy fixable, to be fair.
It is an easy fix. Yeah. Figure it out in a minute though. Right wheels. These are left wheels, not right wheels. Save and the left hinges. Yep. Cool. Right, let's fix it now, Adam.
What we're thinking.
That easy fix you had in mind.
Well, I was just going to counterbalance it myself.
Give it a go. See if it doesn't catapult too much. You doing it? God, here goes. We should catapult. Oh, a bit more.
A bit further, I think.
It is 150 blocks too wide, so yeah, it's 300 blocks you need to add to make it even.
Oh, it's moving.
It is.
I hope you've got a merge block ready.
No, I haven't, because I haven't put it in the right place yet.
Put something to stop it.
Hang on. I need to find the right. Hang on. That needs to go there, and that needs to go because it's the wrong one, and that needs to go there, and then that needs to go there.
Quick. Oh my god, that was like minutes. Oh, that was crazy. Right. The only thing I can think of is something to do with the wheels. Just sort of like
Wiggle
tilt it.
How many blocks have you actually got over there?
I don't know.
I can't zoom in enough to see. Oh, blimey.
I have got.
Oh, no. Have you put too many blocks on?
I've got 133.
Oh, is that it? Surely that's enough. Is it? Yeah, it's not quite connected, is it?
No.
Is that getting closer, what I'm doing?
You're very, very close to be fair. Why isn't it locking?
Because of the mass of the thing, I suppose. Is it the same height?
It's a fraction, but it should be enough to actually connect. You almost need to go back the other way.
Oh, blimey, it's really hard to...
Hammond says thrusters.
What, to push it sideways? Hang on, if I change the steering... I've got to go through this now, haven't I? Lefts and rights, what's going on here? It will be these ones, so that one, that one, that one. Invert steering. Yeah, that kind of worked. Quite. No, I don't want to do this really because I'm just going to mess up stuff. Invert steering. Right, okay. Let's try something else quickly.
It is literally.
Oh, you've been building that.
Yeah, that's just to stop it going higher up.
I've got a better idea. Let's just do this. Watch.
What are you thinking?
Pistons.
What could go wrong? Save.
It won't be bad to have one of these on here anyway. Let's do this. And it'll also look like it's in the middle. There you go, it's actually in the middle. God, it takes so long to get to the side of the vehicle.
I know. Crazy.
Oh, it's a large grid, isn't it? Of course, yeah. As if I'd forget. Maximum distance, reverse.
See you later, Hammond.
Oh, you're a fire. Alright, cheers for joining, mate. Catch you later. Don't forget to check out the replay of the video if you're interested in this one. We've got to do some off-roading. Is it really called off-roading? Wouldn't it like be called off-planeting?
Near enough. Just so close. A little bit more. A little bit more. It's merged.
Did you have one merged as well?
Yes.
You're good. That was the important one.
Block in place. There's 2 blocks in place. This is why I told you to put more than one joint.
Done. Right. Yep, I need to double check the wheels now, and
You did name them, didn't you?
yeah, I did. Oh, you've put a control seat as well.
I just put AC.
Have you put another
Yeah.
beam across? Why?
Yeah. Just in case you decide to delete something else.
Fair enough. Oh, could you get rid of the beam that hits out the other side now, please? We don't want to decapitate.
Okay.
We don't want to decapitate any giants.
Oh yeah. That.
Yeah, that could do some damage. And I'll sort out these wheels that I didn't undo. Right, let's go with both of those. Let's make sure everything is correct.
Deleted.
Power 100, strength 100, height offset 1.5 meters, friction 100,
Takes a while to
speed limit unlimited. Why not? Right, are we ready?
Yes.
Let's do some off-roading. Are they all going the right way? They are, aren't they? Are all the wheels going the right way?
Assume so. You turn the friction up, yeah.
The thing is, I'm worried that some of them might be turning the wrong way. In fact, they're not all turning. What's going on with the buttons at the back here? Yeah, that's why we need this shock idea, because it's not really... That bump in the floor really messed it up. I don't think they're all turning either. Oh, they're turning against each other. Some are forward, some are backwards.
Right.
That's a pain.
You did set it all up to work individually, didn't you?
Yeah, they should all be doing it. These ones are still rotating, but they were going the opposite way. Oh, this is going to be fun. We're going to have to go around checking them, I suppose. But they're all named...
Back 2, front 2 on the right side and moving. The middle 2 aren't.
Yeah, I don't think the script's actually doing properly. What's the no driver detected. Brakes toggled true. Reference controller control seat 2. No driver detected. That'll be because I'm not sat in the seat. So they're sitting there. Wheels are being controlled. Brakes toggled true. Reference controller seat 2. Let's refresh. Stop successful. Quite an interesting script. Right, now let's you know what, I'm going to turn the game sounds down because that is actually very loud. In fact, it is very loud on the volume for some reason. It's changed. That would be Windows for you. That should be better if one of these is. Yeah, shame the engine. Yeah, you're right, Graham. Shame the engine system didn't work, but this will work, so that's good. Right, if we can get these wheels all going in the right direction. Let's start at the front left wheels, yeah? So the left front set, let's see if they're going the right way. When I accelerate forward, see that they're all turning in the right direction. You ready?
Yep. No, I don't think they are.
So they're trying to go backwards, yeah?
That didn't look right. I don't know what it was.
Actually, you know what? Let me go to the F8 view. Jesus, from a distance, it's massive. The lake would be a garage for it.
We're hoping to get out of it.
Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, because it looks like they were going backwards. Why are they up in the air?
Because them ones are up in the air.
Well, not the second one. Well, we never. Oh, we did.
What?
Ah.
What have we done?
We might have made 6 mistakes.
6?
Sorry,
How
12.
God.
Alright,
Now this isn't as bad as you think.
it's not. We can fix this quite easily. But in fact, doing this could help us actually work out what wheels on what. Possibly. I'm wondering if we should have some kind of disconnect reconnect system so we can actually. No, that's probably more work that's needed.
Potentially.
Ooh, naming.
That's-
Do you remember you said about naming the wheels?
Yeah, naming script.
Oh yeah, they'd be individual then. Then we can. Yes, yes. But I'm gonna have a programmable block up in the middle. Have you got the naming script?
I do.
Bung it on there. And then it will renumber all the wheels individually. Then we can turn them on HUD view. Then we can actually go through them individually and make sure they're going right. I know it's a bit long-winded, but I think it deserves it. The time we saved on building so quickly, we're now making up for with making sure it's configured correctly. Alright, I'll go around correcting these wheels, which is only 12 mistakes.
Block naming made easy.
You know how to configure it, don't you?
Yeah, it's just ship name. That's all we need to put in, don't we? Don't want a ship name, do we?
There's that option where you can automatically renumber all the blocks, so there's no duplicates. Don't run it though until I've placed all these. Yeah, that's the wrong way up. And then once we've named them, I'll have to redo the settings for these ones. I can't believe we didn't notice that earlier. Do I want T enabled? Because this keeps moving and I'm sure that's not what I want.
No, you want T off.
Yeah. It's on because that's the default and I had my settings defaulted, didn't I?
Yes.
What's that?
Do you want to name?
What, name the whole ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we suppose we call it the city that we're going to make it of. What city are we going to call it?
No idea.
No idea. No idea city.
Nowhere.
Nowhere. Yeah. We're not obviously going to do London. We're not really going to do a city. It's going to be more of a town, isn't it? Can you think of a good town name we've got here in England that we could use?
No.
What's that Welsh one that's got the world's longest name?
God. Then you wanted to know which wheel was which.
Oh yeah. At least each wheel would have a few letters assigned to it. I'm trying to think of think of a town name in England that's quite comical, but short and sweet.
Gunthorpe.
No, that's not short or sweet.
It's funny.
It would actually be quite funny. Yeah, Scumthorpe.
Scummy.
It's kind of got a steampunk kind of vibe about it as well, isn't it?
Oh, we have a steelwork.
Ah, there you go. There's some.
Got one of the biggest steelworks in my city, town.
It's not as big as this steelwork. Scumthorpe. Should we just call it Scumthorpe?
Do you want?
Let's go for it. We'll have to see what iconic buildings are in Scumthorpe.
I live here.
So we're going to have to put Adam's home on here then, aren't we? Adam's house. You've got enough room to remodel it, probably. Right.
Numbering various block types if multiple exist. True.
Yeah, that's the one we want.
Yeah. Pretty much it.
Have you run it?
Yeah.
There we go.
Just checking it.
Yep.
Done.
Done.
Graham says Warwick. Warwick.
Warwick? Did you name it Scumthorpe?
Yeah. Why?
Oh, you did. I just actually want to name the actual thing as well. You didn't put it in what you calls?
Whatchamacalls? What do you mean?
Whatchamacalls? You know, the things.
What groups?
In brackets. Oh, you put the line though. That'll do.
Oh,
right wheels, left wheels, and we're missing a few, so that'll be. Hang on. That's the ones I just added. And then we've got left wheels, right wheels. Oh, hang on. They're all left wheels. No, they're not.
Make your mind up.
The first ones I added. So we've got. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They will be left. Hope so. And the right wheels will be 4, 5, 6. Oh, hang on. Got the 8. Yep, there will be. And that can go with the right wheels. So left wheels, right wheels. Now I've got to do this again. So steering off, motion on, brake on, air shock on. Steering off, motion off. Power 100, strength 100, height offset very slowly.
Yeah, please don't make it bounce.
I imagine this feels orbit the planet. 100. Right. I think. Yeah, let's get all the batteries together as well. Batteries. That's a good job we've started naming it actually. We have to name these groups in a bit, but it's a good idea of doing this because we have so many different grids attaching to this as well.
Yep.
We've got a lot of control seats. Let's tidy up a little bit. That seat that you put down is the one for you. Can you make it a normal seat, a passenger seat rather than a control seat?
So needy.
I'm in.
Didn't we do the other side? We did all that before we copied it, didn't we?
Did a what?
Control seats. We took them all out everywhere else, didn't we?
Yeah, apart from one. We only had one on each side. I've just got rid of them now. And now we just have
McCaskett.
one control seat.
McCaskett, hey, what are you doing?
What are we doing?
Well,
yeah, let me just fly out. Let me just head off into space so we can see the whole vehicle that we've built. Now this is a large grid build, and each one of those wheels is a 5x5 suspension wheel. I am over half a kilometre away, and I can now see it in my full field of view. Yeah, that's what we've built. So this garage is a bit like the driveway stroke garage for our city, which we're calling Scumthorpe. Blame Adam.
you went with it.
It is quite funny though. It does actually work with a steampunk idea. Right, let's double check that wheel situation. Right, so F8 here, F9. Let's have a look. No, is that on? Yeah. Oh, hello. Is that now? That looks like that's going forwards. I think that one's working. I don't know. It's hard to tell. In fact, let's change the speed. It'll make it a lot easier, wouldn't it?
With the thing making it slower.
Very slow, so we can see them turn.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I'm not sure if the handbrake works.
Should do.
It's actually working better at low speed. So yeah, those front ones are good. Let's look at these second ones here. Yep, they're good. I wonder if naming it was a secret. Maybe the scripts relied on them being individually named.
Would it? Well, those doubled, weren't there?
Yeah.
So maybe.
These ones aren't doing anything. That's interesting. Okay. They're good. They're good. So I'm guessing it's going to be the same on the other side. Let's have a look.
I know what this is.
Don't go change anything yet though.
No, but I know what this one is. Brakes.
Yeah, brakes, that's right.
Brake. I think the brakes are stuck on. You can see the wheel smoke.
Yeah. Yep, same one on that side.
That's because that's the one we pushed them into.
Yep. Oh yes, you're right. Yep, they're all good apart from them two, so we should be able to find that quite easily.
It's just finding which one's got the brakes on.
I'm gonna turn on HUD and then I can find out numbers. Show on HUD. Okay, so I'm looking at, hopefully let's group the numbers close. 57, 58, 59.
63 to
You serious?
57, 64.
I thought they were numbered individually. Are you looking at the other side?
No, I was initially looking at the lowest to the highest number.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 62, 63. Hang on. It's hard to see these. 61, 60, 63, 56. What's the highest and lowest number? Are you looking on the opposite side to what I'm looking on?
I'm on 60s. Are you in?
I think we haven't got all different numbers. I think they are actually still numbered. You know what? If I go wheel.
I don't know where you're looking. No, you're where I am.
Oh, we're looking on the same side.
Yeah.
Right, look on the other side.
The opposite side.
Yeah, work out the lowest number and the highest number. I've got 64 as the highest. 56, 56, 64. 56, 64, I think. Yep, 56 to 64, right.
22, so I'm gonna remember that.
56 to 64. So is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? It's all the ones that are like this in that colour. They're all actually grouped already, aren't they?
It should be the ones that are. No, they're not even the main body.
The thing is, actually, I've got an idea. If I take the brake off and then do that,
Yeah, these are moving now.
yeah, but now if I go in to the wheels again, hopefully that's overrode, isn't it now? So now I'm allowing the brakes to work. No, it's not doing it. I've actually got to somehow individually put the brakes on and off on those.
Which do you mean?
Because the actual brake option isn't the brakes to allow the brakes to work, and to alter those individually.
Could it be as simple as putting a seat down and doing it that way?
It's got to be for that grid on its own.
Because this set technically is a separate grid that's been attached with a...
What I think we should do is put a seat on the two that have got the issues, disconnect the two rotors quickly, turn the brake off, reconnect the rotors.
Yep.
Does that sound like it makes sense?
Should work.
Okay, what we need to do now is turn the rotors on view. Hang on, why can't I see? Am I that far for the antenna? Jesus. Right, the hinges, I need to put them on view on HUD. So now you can view which number hinges it is front and back to disconnect before you actually put the brake on or off. Which one is it? It's the one behind the main one, isn't it?
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah. Right, so... Yeah, actually this is actually quite a nice way of doing this.
It's number 8 on this side and number 7.
Right, I'm going to put a seat there. See what I'm doing now? Put a seat on top. You say this is number... Yeah, you tell us the number.
7.
So I'll do it.
Number 7 and number 8.
Like we're playing bingo. Number 7 and number 8. So let's detach. And now I'm in here. I can go park and brake off. Is the park and brake off the others as well?
Pass.
Get into the main control seat and make sure the P symbol's off.
Brake's not on.
Good, good, good. Right, what was the hinge again?
7 and 8. Probably doing one at a time.
Oh yeah, because it's the 8 one's actually on the main grid. 7 and 8 you say, yeah?
Yeah.
I think we have to go back there and connect to it.
Is it both of them?
It's the one over here that I've not connected to. What? Oh, the main seat.
8. That's just 8.
Yeah. I can't connect to the antenna from here. I'm gonna have to boost up the range.
Gonna have to have about 8 antennas.
So hinge 8. Attach. Good. Right. While I'm here, let's quickly do the antenna. Yeah, broadcast range, much bigger. There we go. Right, so we've done that side. All I need to do now is come to the other side and do exactly the same. That was quite painless.
Yes, it's 3 and 4 hinges.
3 and 4.
Mhm.
Okay, hinge 3 and 4. Detach. Park and brake off. Hinge 4, attach.
It's just hinge 3.
And hinge 3. Quite efficient today, aren't we?
Yeah, a little bit. Don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know, it's weird.
I know. Trent's not here.
It's Trent's fault.
Gotta blame someone.
I was saying that I've just taken my first sip of beer. I've got it sitting here open. I've not had a sip yet, so that's where it's going to go downhill now.
Right. Do you want to just turn off the hoods off?
Should we turn the HUDs off?
Probably don't need them now, do we?
Yeah, let's turn them off. Wheels, wheels, hinges. There you go.
Better. It's less intrusive.
Alright, let me just turn down the game volume again because it is actually really quite high in here. Right. Okay.
Just imagine driving it from, like, I don't know, 100 to 200 blocks from up top.
Yeah. I'm just going to check the speeds and settings again before we go anywhere. Propulsion.
Propulsion should be down.
It's down at the moment to 5 kilometers per hour. I think we should go up to like, let's go to 100 kilometers now.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to fly around the front, or are you just sitting in for the journey?
I was sitting at the minute.
I'm just wondering about the trees, because that's going to be an issue now. Trees, we're literally going to be knocking trees over. I'm going to do spectator while I drive, so I can see where this is going, because I think we've got some issues here. Like, there's some trees here. We need to see how it deals with it. We might have to put some kind of like heavy armoured blocks at the front as like bull bar type things.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're on ice as well, so it's going to be interesting when we get off the ice how the traction is going to be, seeing as we've got 100%.
You're about to get off it.
Yeah, I'm behind you.
Cool.
Oh, the other side's gone up. Oh yes, we need to think about... Hold on.
Have you done the rotors?
The hinges?
Yeah, taking the limits off.
They're all off totally, they're completely limp. Oh my god, look at this.
Through a tree.
Yeah, the trees aren't such a problem. We might have to stick some welders towards the front to help repair things. Look at that. Let's see how this goes. See, I think the shock... oh, stop. Yeah, we're going to need that shock idea to work, because otherwise the wheels aren't quite working. We need that shock idea I had about. I think we might be able to do a shock on the first set of wheels away from the centre, and then perhaps have a shock that's away from it, so it only comes into play once we get to a certain height, maybe. Because looking at the angle we're going up here already.
Have you limited them?
What, the hinges?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I haven't. But I was thinking that might be a good idea to give it some sort of resistance.
We have kind of picked a bad, probably, planet to use.
Well, it's perfect because this is the planet we need to be on. Let me look at hinges a second. Let's see if we can do some of the hinges to try and provide a little bit of resistance. Because if they're on, and we give them a bit of torque, a little bit of braking torque, the lower limit, say minus 20, and the upper limit 20. Velocity, it's going to try and go to one or the other, isn't it? You need to have velocity to make it actually work. I don't think that's actually going to make any difference, is it? Let's have a look what it does if I go forwards now.
Graham wants to know if we think it's going to hold the weight of a town.
Oh, it'll hold the weight.
Should do. There's enough wheels to spread the load.
Yeah. Well, about 150 odd wheels, isn't it? Now look, what I've done with the hinges, I think, is working. The back's a bit higgledy-piggledy. We do definitely need to do the shock idea I had. Yeah, it's a bit in the air. Oh, you can see that the hinge now is stopping it from going down, you see. So that's the problem using the hinges. We need to use the shock idea.
Yes. But principle-wise, this is working.
It's got no problems getting over this.
No.
So we have to be very slow at the moment, but with the shock, so you could actually do it at some sort of speed. But look at it now, look. See the way the centre block, so to speak, the one we're using as the main foundation, it is tilted back, you see, so that would, with the weight on it, would level out more. But also, because we've got no twist, yeah, the one on the left, the far away, is actually tilted forward, whereas the one on this side is tilted back, because there's no twist between them. We might need to make them independent and have a floating part in the middle somehow.
Yeah.
But look at how that is actually managing. That's actually pretty good.
So we almost need to add a bit of a twist in the middle, which is doable. But with a way of then building off of.
Could that go though?
Climbing up this mountain, it's fairly steep, I think.
But I mean, the main platform the city would be on is pretty much level right now. There's not much of a tilt to go up and down. Most of the time you'd be steering to stay as level as possible.
Yes. You wouldn't want to go too bad of an angle.
Exactly, so I suppose really this is extreme what we're doing. So the shock idea would make up for the little lumps that we'd need to have.
Yes.
Right now, it seems to be a little stuck. But it is gradually sorting itself out.
Yeah, I think that's just the amount of wheels not touching.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. It suddenly got itself. There's just so many wheels that it's never going to really get stuck.
No.
I love the idea that their centre platform is pretty level right now. I mean, you can imagine a city on here. We're just sitting above a mountain. Blimey, look at this. Right, who have we got watching this, by the way? Is it Human, Graham, and Mascasket? Or is there other people there as well?
No, I think Human's gone. It probably Enza. Oh no, it's myself. So it's Graham and McCaskett.
Yeah, so some of the wheels jump around a bit, but then they should sort themselves out once they get pushed correctly or put on level ground. So they're all looking after each other. But look, again, look at the centre part. If the city was on here, it would be level right now. It's auto levelling without the suspension already. It does look pretty good. I say I think each set of tracks is actually just a nice size. They look like feet, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I don't think you'd want them bigger.
I think we're good. I think once we start building a city, there might be a few places we might want to put them randomly underneath, maybe, but I don't think we're going to need to. I think, in a way, having that clearance underneath is a good idea.
Yes.
We could literally make a large arch underneath. Okay, I think if we start to do the shocks, we haven't got to go too mad on it. Just enough just to keep a little bit of pressure on each one.
Yes.
What's over here? Nah, I don't think we're going to try that.
They're just a cliff.
Yeah, so there'll be a certain amount of careful manoeuvring, but that's just amazing. I like that.
We've got out of that, which is hard to get out for most vehicles.
Yeah. Well, I think the next thing we need to test is the left-right tracks. So, let's give that a go. Left wheels. Okay, so we want. Where are we? Oh, it's propulsion override. So decrease propulsion override, then increase propulsion override. Is there a reset propulsion override? Yes. And then on the right hand side, let's go over here. Increase propulsion override. Increase propulsion override, and then reset. Because reset would just be like a complete stop. Or just pressing P to brake would do it. Reset propulsion override. Yeah. So resetting propulsion override would be like cruise, you know, coasting. But then you'd put the park and brake. Okay. So I've got 1 and 2 and 7 and 8. Right, okay, let's do the left and then minus. It's not letting me do it. Why is it? I can't actually make it do it. That's not working, it keeps going back. Oh, I know what it is. It's because of that script. So I think the script actually is probably actually not any. We don't need the script because it's not used for steering.
No.
So let's disable that a second. The first one.
No, all that does is help you turn on separate grids. We're not turning it.
Yeah, we're actually okay, so we don't need that.
We're just linking every single wheel. You've got, I'm guessing, in a group.
We're still not letting to do it. Programmable block. Which one was it? It's the first one, isn't it?
It's this one underneath the You've just turned the naming block off. It's this one.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
You've done it as well.
So,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Right, let's try it again. So that side and that side down. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's not really happening.
It kind of is. But then that could be the gradient as well we're on.
Partly, yeah.
It is doing it.
I think the physics of space engineers are, because technically this would just work, it would just turn, but the amount of sideways motion on the front and rear wheels is the problem. There was a lot of sideways motion. I think we are going to need to use steering on these wheels. So instead of track, we will actually use steering.
So then that script, well, yeah, then that script needs to be used then.
Yeah, we're going to have to configure all the wheels to go in the right directions. That will be fun.
I think that's the same deal of what we did to do that brake.
Yeah, we turn the HUD thing on and I look at each one and make sure they're steering the right way.
Well, it'll be easy to unhook the actual.
Well, no, because when you hook and unhook, they kind of automatically invert themselves, so we need to leave them hooked as they are now. But they're all individually numbered right now, so we can look at them individually and say yes, no, yes, no. So if I sit in the control seat and we go around them in order for each number, I'll steer and you say yes or no, and I hit invert, not invert, and then go to the next one. It should be quite quick.
Yep. Do you want to take it back to the isolator then?
Yeah, because it'd be easy to turn the wheels as well.
Yeah, and it's flat.
And it's an excuse to drive. Let's have a look down here whilst we're at it.
It'd be nice if they did these program blocks with like buttons on it, so you could just do it without actually going into it.
Yeah. Oh, could you turn that program block back on, please?
Damn it.
You've already done it. Cool.
Does it need running?
It should automatically run.
Yeah, it's running.
So once we start putting once we get the steering sorted out, we'll also then start doing the suspension lines with wheels for suspension, and turn the hinge limits off because they help a little, but it's going to be more of an issue once we get the field done. I'm just letting it roll at the moment. Can't see anywhere that there would be damage right now. It's like a snake just going over. I mean, some of the wheels here aren't even touching the ground at the moment. Oh, hang on, I better slow it down because they are bouncing around a bit. But once we've got the weight on, we can then just reduce the strength of them slightly so that they'll actually give a little, which will then make them even more controlled over, you know, the terrain.
This is not PCU friendly. Each wheel's 50.
Each wheel's 50?
Yeah. This is definitely not.
But it's not actually too bad then.
No.
Oh, it's, oh no, 5,000 PCU, isn't it? More than that.
Just
7,500 PCU for the wheels.
Just on the wheels.
It's
That's
alright.
before anything else.
We are building a city on wheels.
We are. This is like literally the only thing that will be in the world, but
We want a few of these to have a battle.
yeah, it might work.
Should we delete all that stuff over there? Yeah, do you want to delete that stuff that's over there? Yeah, you're doing it, cool. We might as well get rid of everything. I think we know how to build the pistons to make it look good. How fast will we go? 27 meters per second. Handbrake. Glide to a halt. Oh, look at it all bunch up. Okay. Oh, man, you forget how big it is when you get out, because it's like it takes ages to fly to the front or the back.
Try running.
That's the thing, walking around on it, it's going to be like crazy. Why are the wheels still turning? I'll put the brake on. Well, saying that, is the brake only working on the middle?
No, it should really, if it's thingy, shouldn't it work to all of them?
It should, but it's only working on the middle. Is it because of the program? I don't know, let's check the program book.
So do you need a button then?
Oh, sorry.
Can you not do that? Can you not do that?
True, run. Let's recompile.
Still spinning.
That's alright. It's not a problem. The middle one's the ones that got the most of the weight on, and they've got brakes, so that should be okay. We'll see how it goes. We can always have some sort of drop anchor type thing.
Yeah.
What's that? It is a link to this mod. What? It is a link to this mod.
No idea.
I don't know. What are you on about, Mikazka? Okay, so yeah, we need steering. How are we going to do this? Because I guess the centre two don't want to steer, or just partially. But the front two sets of wheels and the rear two sets of wheels do want to steer.
So can we not just get away with a very, very slight steer with the setup we've got?
Yeah, because it's like we could do like the front one's like 90 or 45 degrees and gradually work its way back, and that would actually work really well, then, wouldn't it?
Theoretically.
If we said like 45, the ones that are up in the air would be the same as the one that's behind it on the floor. So the 5 on the bottom are the ones we're going to use. So we could set them all as 45, and then the next ones be like 36, 37, and then perhaps do these as like 12, and then the opposite going back. We're just got to check the numbers, haven't we? Right, let me. I'm gonna have to sit in the seat for this, aren't I? Because F9. Oh, I can do F9 as well, but I'll go and sit in the seat. Oh, we can have a pretty nice control room for this, can't we? I have to do like a town hall at the very top with like a big office in, and you look out this big stained glass window at the front, looking down as you drive. Right, F8. Let's come to the front as well to make sure we're the same. So start with the front left again, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Let's do the left wheels for now. Hold on.
Yep.
Okay, so start with the left sides. The left 50, yeah?
This side.
Okay, so if I go, hang on, I want F9, K, wheel left 50. I'm going to turn this on as well. So wheel left 50, that one wheel, steering on. Okay, let's turn, that's the right way?
If that's the way you was going.
Yep. Oh yeah, you don't know.
I was expecting you to go the other way, to be fair.
Okay, in fact, you know what? Instead of doing it this way, let's what the numbers all need to do that. All of the wheels on here need to be done, don't they? So if I do left 50, that's going to be the green one. Right, so hang on. That one there. So it's going to be that one to that one. So if I turn steering on all of them.
You haven't got one of them on HUD.
I haven't got one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's going
The one
on
I'm
there?
the one I'm looking at ain't on.
Weird. Wheels. They're not grouped. Alright, they should all be on now.
No, it is. It's 49.
Okay, let me just see which one that was. They're all there. That's strange. Right, okay, so left wheel. Right, so what's the numbers we're looking at?
49 next.
Well, what's that? What's the lowest and the highest for this whole grid?
51, 83,
Oh,
52. Yeah, this isn't going to be as easy as you think.
because they're colour coded here. So if I do that's 6. I think that they're like colour coded for the groups they're in, aren't they? Yeah, there's one there. Is that the same colour? No. No, a second. Is number 83 out in them?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's the middle one.
53, 54. Okay, so there's 49 to 54, and then there's that 83,
Three.
and then what's the other one?
49, 50, 51,
Is it 23?
52, 3, and 54.
The 54 is the highest, 49 is the lowest.
And then it's 83 as well.
But that's
Which is the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wheels. What's the 8th
2,
one?
4. No, there is 7. 6, 6, 7.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 14 wheels. What?
That's on both sides.
Oh, we're only doing lefts, aren't we? Of course.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's one of them. Shall I group this then as the front? Yeah, I'm going to group this.
Well, if we're going to do it.
So, what should we name this? This will be. I'll do left 1, left 2, 6. So it's the left set on the left. Yeah, so left 1. That makes sense. Honest.
Well, I hope so.
Right, steering on. Right, let's have a look. Oh,
They all went the same way.
they did.
That is crazy.
That is. Okay, so we now want the right version. So the right's different numbers as well.
Right is 57,
Yeah, let me find that.
5, 51, 50.
Is that 51 to 57?
Yes, I believe it is.
There we go. So this is the left set on
Right.
the right 1. Save. Right, and then let's turn the steering on them. Right, let's see. Oh my god. Oh, you know what? We spaced these wheels so because we weren't going to have steering.
We did space from that.
Okay, hang on.
But
I think
I
we're
thought-
getting away with that, aren't we?
potentially.
Yeah, we could. It's just the angle of steering's going to be the issue. Right, let's check L. Yeah, there we go.
You can always lower the angle of steering.
Yeah, let's steering angle all the way. Let's see how that is. No, they're okay, aren't they?
They're missed completely. That theoretically.
Well, I think 45 is the number to go with. Wow, that's actually really easy.
That was cool.
What's it saying here? Well, I tried to send a link to Build Vision mod. Google Space Engineers Build Vision 2.5. Oh, that was what you said earlier, wasn't it? Build Vision mod allows to view and set parameters of block by looking at it. Oh yeah, I get what you're on about now. We're doing it old school. No mods. We're veterans, aren't we? Something like that. Right, so that's that one done then. Awesome.
That's number 2.
Which means what I'm going to do is select the left wheels and the right wheels. I'm going to not hide up the terminal. I'm then going to do the L1. No, then. Where's that gone to? them off the terminal. There we go. Right, left hinge, left wheels, and right wheels. Okay. Oh, hang on. We've got to turn off hard and turn on the hard, didn't we? Are the rest on hard? They're all on hard, aren't they?
They're not now.
But the rest of them are, aren't they?
Yes.
Cool. Right, so what number are we looking at on the left set?
77, 78, 79, 55, 80, 81, 82.
The 55, you said, was one of them.
Yeah.
77,
7,
78,
78,
79, 80, 81, 82. Got
Yep.
ya. And these are lefts, aren't they? So this
Yep.
is left, left, 2. Save, and then steering on, and the angle.
Again, 45.
What, we go for the full whack?
Oh no, so,
A bit less. Let's go 36.
yeah.
I should probably put this in manually now. Okay, and then let's now go for the right ones.
You're not going to try them?
Not
You're
yet.
doing them at once?
Not yet. The right ones. Is it number 58 to 64?
Nope.
Oh, come on. Just give us one of the numbers.
74.
74 to 80.
6, 7. Yeah, I think so.
Yep. And that needs to be 36. So L2, that one 2. Okay, let's try again. Oh, hang on. There we go.
Yep.
That look
Yeah,
like
what-
they're right angles to each other.
Yeah, look alright. Yeah.
Now, should we do the middle two? I suppose we should a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. They're like, we're going from 45 to 36 to 27.
Yeah. You named all that.
Yep. I've got to turn them off hard as well. Hang on.
Yep.
L2 off hard. Right, that's cool. They're done. Okay, so let's do left again. So left set of wheels on this next one back. Give us one of the numbers. Just one number.
75.
That's right down the bottom. It's going to be... Oh, this is the main ones. It's the white ones.
This one should be.
70 to 76.
Yes.
Cool.
Should be done.
Steering on, and what did I say? 27, didn't I?
That's what you said.
And this is going to be left, left, 3. Save. Off terminal. Alright, the right ones. This will be easy to find then, because they're the white ones.
Well, it should just be the leftovers.
Should be. Oh, hang on. Is it 67 to 73?
Yeah, I think it is. 272. Yep. Didn't number them very nicely.
Well, they're good enough. 27 steering. Save. Left 3, right 3. Okay, let's quickly check them. Ah.
Oh,
Oh
we've got
yeah,
one.
because that's the centre point, isn't it? That is where we're sitting. That's where the centre point. That's why it's doing it that way.
So it's the back lot.
Yeah, we're gonna have to change that.
Right. So then need to put back
Why
on.
was that moving the wheels then? Okay.
Does it want to do that though?
I don't know. I'm just thinking because it would be the centre point, and it is the centre of the mass that we're going to build up on. So it kind of makes sense. We just have to change the angles on the rear. I don't know, I kind of wonder if we should keep it that way. The only problem is those wheels are going to be hitting each other, or at least they look like they are.
Yeah.
No, we'll make the pivot point back of this set, so we'll have to fix those. Let's let me turn them back on again. Show on HUD. So what was it? The back 6, wasn't it?
Yep. You've got 68.
Are we looking at left or right?
Right. Just where I am.
Okay, so the right set are. There's 68.
68.
Yeah, 68 and
70.
70 and
72.
what it might be. So they want to do inverse steering, and the other side is it 7? What numbers are on the right? That's not even the right.
68 on the one I'm looking at. It's nowhere near that. 71.
Oh, I've just done the right.
Yeah, you're on the left now, you tit.
Oh, I've just done the wrong ones, didn't I?
Yeah, you.
We're doing the right set of wheels right now, yeah?
Nope, we've just done the right.
Oh, we did just do the right?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got the right ones then. So now we're going to do the left. Right, okay, cool. So left wheels are going to be... What numbers are they, sorry? What 3 numbers?
Left is 71.
Yep.
73.
Yeah.
75.
Cool. And then inverse steering on those. Okay, let's see if this works. It does. Nice. Cool, cool. Right. Let's go back now and we'll do these at minus. Let's change the viewable. Right, so the left ones. The left wheels. What's say one of the numbers on the left wheels?
Oh, right side. We're doing the right now, are we?
We're on the left set of wheels still. We've gone to the. We're on set number 4 on the left. We're not on the right hand side of the wheel. We're on the left hand side of the wheels. So the left set, not the right set.
7, 58, 59, 56,
58, 59.
60, 61, 62.
So 56 to 62.
62.
Okay, so this is left 4, and these need to have steering on, and the angle needs to be 27 again. I'd have to do minus actually, do I? Because it'll automatically do that. Off. Right, let's have a look that that works. Is that right? It is right, isn't it? Yeah, cool. This is the opposite of the ones in front. Nice. Okay, so now we need to get the inside ones. So let's put that back on. So L. I'm sure I just named those. I did. Where have they gone? LL4. Ugh. Right, what number were they again?
56 to 62.
So 56 to 62. Okay, try again. LL4. Save. Okay, not on the HUD. There we go. Right, so the right side of those. That was a number.
58 to 63, I think.
60,
Back in a minute.
64, isn't it? Right.
Could be.
Yeah, it is. Let's name it just in case. LR4. So LL5, save terminal, steering, and these need to be 36. Turn the light off. Let's see if that worked. It did. These ones are 38, 08, 30, 30. Again, blue ones. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is going to be LR. What number are on? 5. Yes, 5. LR5. Terminal, off HUD. Steering. 36. Done. 59. Yep, we're good. Cool, cool. I'm getting there. And then the final one, 63, 64, okay.
I'm back.
No worries, I'm on the last set at the moment. I carried on.
No, that's fine. I didn't expect you to wait.
hang on. 63 to 68, that's the missing one. Ah, there we go. 84. On the very back set, on the last set on the left, on the left set of wheels, is there an 84 there? I think there is, isn't there?
Which side, left or right?
Left and left. LL6. You understand the naming convention, don't you?
Yeah, 84.
Good. I'm glad they're colour coded, it really does help.
Yeah. That is a newer thing though, isn't it really?
It's been
Never
around
used
for a
to
while.
be. Never
It's
used to be
never
a
been
thing at
that
one
successful.
point.
Well, yeah, a while ago it wasn't, I think. Right, the right, so LR6 we're doing now.
I've got a 46. So
Got ya.
50, but then there's a 66 as well.
65 and a 66.
Yes.
Got ya. LR6. Save. Oh, this is actually quite easy.
Easier than I thought it might be. I think it's helped though with the naming script.
Yeah, definitely has. There you go. So the whole left side now should steer. If you look at that now, the whole thing, that should be perfect. Cool. We'll go around the other side and the other side now, starting from the front again.
Yep.
And so this is going to be the RL one. Confused a second. Left, yeah. Okay, so what number have we got here?
16, 15, 15 to 21.
15, 21. There we go. And that's going to be the right, left one. So make sure I get this right. Okay, so turn off, steering, and these are full whack. There we go. Let's just double check. Good. Now, does that look the same? Does that look correct compared to what's on the other side?
Yep.
Good. Right, so we want to do the right one now.
16, 17, 18, 16 to 22.
Yep. So right, one. Save, off terminal, off HUD, steering, full whack. There we go. I just hope these settings we put in are going to be perfect first time, so we haven't got to go through changing them. But saying that, we've got them all labelled, so it's going to be quite easy. You know what? I have just had a horrible thought. RR1, that's good. So L1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. And then 1 and 1. RR1, Yes, good. Okay, just checking that I had pressed saved on all of them. That would have been a horrible one. Right, so we're doing RL1 now. RL2, sorry. You're there, Aaron. Well. 09, 10. Moving around quite quick on this. Okay, so 09 and 10. Look at those. Yep. So this is the right, left 2. So steering, these need to be 20. Oh, hang on. Did 46, 27. No, we didn't. 37. No. Ah, what have we done here?
Well,
I'm just trying to think what we've done here. LL1 was 46. LL2 36. Oh, we went by 10. And then the next one was 27. And then LL4 should have been 27. LL5 was 36. LL6 was 46. Right, that makes sense. Okay, so the right left 2 will be 36. Okay. Okay, check that. It is good. Okay, so now we want to do right 2. You got the numbers there?
I think it's 9 till 15.
9 to 15, got it. Right 2.
Oh, and no, yeah, 15. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I got another number from the next lot.
Yeah.
Pop in.
Steering, and again. Oh, did I turn it off? I did. And this again is 36. Cool. That should. Yep, it is good. Okay, so now we're going on to RL3. You got a number for RL3? Yes.
2, 3, 4. 1 to 7.
Yep. So this is RL3. Off terminal, off HUD, steering on, and this is the one that needs to be 27, wasn't it?
Yep.
Cool. Ah, this is the one where we need to change the back 3.
Yep. It is.
Hang on, RL3 it was. Hang on. RL3. Right, yeah. Which ones were they? The back 3.
Show and HUD,
Oh, good, yeah.
which helps.
Go on.
You've got 5, 6, and 7.
Nice and easy. They want to invert steering. There we go. And then go back to that again. Show and HUD off. Show and turbo off. Okay, let's try again. There we go. So we've got to bear that in mind now when we do the next one. So we're doing RR3 now.
So straight out the bat.
Is it 1 to 7, yeah?
Yep, 1, 2, and 3 invert.
1, 2, and 3 invert, yeah?
Yep.
This is RR3, isn't it? Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 invert.
Yep. 1, 2, and 3. Should be them 3.
Invert steering.
Oh wait, no, wait, sorry. 3, 4, and 7 actually.
3, 4, and 7.
2, 3, and 7.
Make your mind up. 2, 3, and 7. I want to invert.
Definitely 2, 3, and 7.
Right. Are you sure about that one? You don't want to change your mind? You don't want to phone a friend or ask the audience?
Can I ask the audience, please?
Don't ask the audience. That was RR3, wasn't it? Did I actually save that one? I did. Good. Right, let's see if that works straight away. Oh, we got it right.
Eventually.
You haven't lost a life. Now on to the next question, which will win you no money as well.
Yes.
Okay, so this is now right, left, 4.
I've got 22 to 29.
Oh yeah, this is the first one here. Okay, so this is right, left, 4. Off terminal, off HUD, steering. And this needs to be 27 as well, doesn't it? Yep, it does. Okay, let's see if that works. Yep. Good at this. Okay, so now we're doing the right 4. Is that 23 to 29?
Yep.
Guess these almost now. Right 4, save some off HUD steering, and 27 again. Jet steering, yep, they're all good. Right, so back on to right, left, 5. Are we 30 to 36?
We are indeed.
Easy to guess now.
Why? Because you're narrowing them down.
Yeah. Right, left. We're on 5, aren't we?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. Right, left, 5. Oh. Okay, so right. What was the numbers again? 31 to 37.
30 to 37. Oh, 36. 36. 30 to 36.
Are we doing the left? We're doing right, left, aren't we? God, yeah, I'm getting confused here. Right, so show those. Ah, good. So left 30 to 36. Off.
Yep.
Off. Steering. And these should be 36 degrees. Cool. Right, that's good. I'm going to be really cheeky. Right, left, 6. Off. Steering. 46. Got a horrible feeling I didn't just save that. No, I didn't. Getting carried away there. 37 to 43. So it's right, left, 6. Save. Okay, let me just. Are the back ones and them working? They are, aren't they? Yes. Okay, so now we're doing the right ones. Right, 5. Oh, hello. What we got here?
31 to 37.
We've got some here that haven't disappeared. Okay, so right, 5. Save. Off terminal, off HUD. Steering. 36. Okay, and what's the ones at the very back?
What, the last set?
Yeah, are they 39 to 45?
It was a 45.
Okay.
Yep,
Right,
that's
6.
right.
We've got some here I didn't remove from the view. Okay, did I do a right, 5 and Are you kidding me? Have I really just done that? No, right, 3 and... Hang on, let me come out and go back in again. He's messing around with me. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so off terminal, off terminal, off terminal, off terminal, off terminal. Good. So right, left. Off. Good. So left. Off. Left, right. Right, there we go. Okay, moment of truth. Steering looks good. Is this going to work? Oh, sort of.
Could be the traction on the ice as well, though.
But I think that might actually help it, though.
Maybe.
The thing is, the angle on the left compared to the right on the same sets actually probably needs to be different. Actually, no. Well, it's working. That's more than enough turning. I mean, we're moving the city. That's pretty good. I like that. I think that's actually just enough. I mean, when you talk about turning radiuses, I think this for a city is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
It's going to look amazing when you actually see this moving. And this isn't ice as well, so getting the traction to move. But yeah, it's moving in the right way. And because we've got the spacing perfect and the numbers, it's actually working quite well. No, it's not too sad. I do actually think the speed is just right, actually. Another slide. It's just some drifting with a city. I'm sorry, we missed out on something here. We should have done Tokyo, and we could call it Tokyo Drift. Alright, let's see if I can get this more centered on the ice. It actually moves quite a bit. It does get moving. This
does.
I think we're onto something here. Right, okay. We need to build the shocks, turn off the hinge limits, and then I think we can start building the city. Once we get the shocks on though, we'll give it a little bit of a test of a bit of off-roading just to see, because we're going to do massive mountains, but we'll try and keep it to as flat areas as possible. Then I think we can probably save it as a chassis, as a base chassis that we can then build multiple things on.
Yeah.
I think as well it would be worth having that script that lets you know about damaged blocks. Because keeping track on damage on this could be a nightmare.
Yeah, that would be a handy thing to have.
Yeah, I think we should definitely put that on. We're actually going to have a dedicated server room, which is good, because a data center.
Yeah.
In fact, I like the fact that the brakes are only in the middle too, because that stops it from moving. The rest of them settle themselves out. It gives them room to move backwards and forwards as needed, so the whole thing can level out. So it's actually a happy accident.
I think.
Well, I've just turned that 90 degrees pretty much, haven't I? And that's nice. That was pretty easy considering the size of it. Okay, well, yeah, awesome. I suppose the shocks to help level out the tracks then. I think first of all, let's remove the hinge restrictions because they're a pain. Torque, brake, lower limit, upper limit, gone. Right. So, how are we going to do this? We only need the... Well, that's the point actually. The distance of travel would be the height of a shock, which isn't really going to be a great deal, is it? We may have to do like a lever, maybe?
Right.
You get what I mean? So by using a lever you can reduce or increase the... I've got no idea how that would work though. I suppose... Like it's got two ways as well, it's got two directions of travel. So I suppose we kind of want... Let me have a think about it. I think actually, if we was to do something like that, sure. We could do one above and one below. Therefore, it's kind of kept level. But then again, I suppose. Hang on. We want the wheel to go down, but not. Oh yeah, we want to go up. Not. Oh, we want to go both ways. Ah. It's up. We need to limit the movement. Down, not so much. Is that right?
Yeah.
So I need to do this underneath, not above. Or just do it on the other block. But it should be underneath because that gives us more room above. So if I do it this way, this will actually work quite nicely. Are you lost?
Yep.
Right, the idea that wants to be that way. Yeah, it's a bit off. That was.
A bit off. It was well off.
Was well off. How much by? Things I need to adjust that to find out how much by, so I know where to put it next time I replace it. That one. Where are we? Strength. Offset. All the way. If I was to, actually, it's not too bad. If I do this, we might want these blocks as well to be stronger because that's going to be quite a bit of force it will be subjected to.
You either go blaster or heavy hammer.
Yeah. Or just, yeah, heavy blocks, whatever. So see what I'm doing there now. So if that set wheels gets pushed up, it's going to push down on that and use that. And because of the lever effect, we get a lot of movement at the front with a little movement here. I think that should just work. We've got to play around with the settings, but I think that will be sufficient.
It's all about the strength, isn't it?
Yeah. So if I now adjust the strength until it starts to drop, we should be good. It's probably going to be a bit more than that eventually, but that makes. I think that works. I think I might have just sort of stumbled on that quite quickly.
It should work.
Oh, strength, I'm putting all the way down. It's not moved yet. It's on 0. Height offset's not doing anything either. Why is that not working? Power? No. Oh, we don't want propulsion or anything on these. Steering, propulsion, brake, air shock. Automatically increase the strength of the suspension spring when it's about to land hard. I'll leave that on because that could come in handy. Friction, I'll leave the friction off because we want it to move. Speed limit 0, propulsion 0, 0. Okay. Everything's off apart from air shock. Power doesn't need to be on. Strength. So strength. Oh, it was actually dropping down. Didn't see when it did it. That's weird. Is it actually? I move the strength up, move it down, it doesn't move. I move the height offset, it doesn't move. With the strength, it goes back up again. It keeps moving up. Yeah, every time I put the strength up, it goes a bit further and a bit further. Right, let's go to 50% for now. So if I name this now, so I'm going to name them in. Yeah, hang on, how am I going to do this? I'm going to name it individually.
So at most you do suspension.
Yeah. Suspension.
Right side suspension.
It's for
1.
no, it's for number 2.
Oh.
This isn't it? This is right 2. Suspension right 2.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Is it? Oh, hang on, no, because this this is suspension for the pod of number 2. Yeah, number 1 will be the next one along. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do that. Let me build another one up here, and then we'll give this a little. Oh no, that's not. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah. God. Do that again now. So what? 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we'll have to test it out there. So I'm going to drive it forward and just see how it works.
Yeah.
Can you see any problems with what I've done though? Do you think that's actually going to work?
Theoretically, that should.
If you think about the distance of travel, I think that might just be the right length as well.
Yeah, I can't see why it won't
Oh,
work.
did I just count 7 or 5? It's 5, I think.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 7.
It's 7?
Mm-hmm.
In total length?
Yeah. And 2 off of that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 more. Right, okay. And on here, I did it on 1 inch. Oh, okay. The good thing is dropping the suspension underneath, it works perfectly fine, but also it's not going to be in the way for any building above that line, so we can kind of keep this sort of ground level kind of thing for the sea. What wheel did I use? Was that a left or a right?
Does it really matter?
I don't suppose
I think it was
it...
a left. That only matters when turning.
Yeah, but I'm OCDing about it.
And it would be right. It would be a left anyway, wouldn't it?
No, it was right. Because it's the right way up when I put it in. So I'll go with that. And it's on the right as well, so I'll go by that. Right, right, and left, and left. Just, I don't know, you just...
Okay.
It will matter somewhere.
Probably.
The clan gods will be very pleased. Oh, I'm outside the antenna range.
Oh, God's
There's
sake.
no way that's outside the antenna range. I thought it was meant to be like... I think we're going to have to put antennas on the corners, aren't we?
No, you can't be out of the antenna range. You're only meters away, not kilometers.
Yeah, I know. That's why am I not... Oh, the battery's dead.
Shouldn't be. We're in creative, are we?
Did we turn the power off? Well, now I'm closer. What's going on with this? Antenna, broadcast range. That should be 50 kilometers. So why? This is a bug in the game, isn't it? I think I've had this before as well. When we was doing that base on Pertan, we had this problem.
Yeah.
Right. Wheels. Right, what do we call it? Suspension. And this is going to be R1. And we don't want steering, we don't want propulsion at brakes, just air shock. Strength was 50.
Yep.
Offset. Friction right down, speed limit down. Good. Right. Let's give this a test. See if it actually does the job. I'll go and get in the seat and then go to spectator cam and we'll look at... Is that straight ahead? Do you think that's going to be... That'll be enough. We just want something to start pushing the front up, don't we?
Pretty much. It might be a bit steep to be fair.
We'll see though. We'll see how far it will flex then from the leverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the rear. It is actually quite steep, so that's probably ideal. Oh god, yeah, it's literally vertical. Okay.
At most steer to the left a bit.
Okay. In fact, yeah, let's just turn it around to the left actually. Oh, it's so weird looking at it turn like that. That's actually it's perfect, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
As far as cities go, it's very manoeuvrable.
I think before we do any sort of blueprints, we want to get like bottom half built.
Yeah, get it working.
All the fancy bits as well to make it look nice, and then that's when you copy it. Because after rebuilding that again would be a nightmare.
Yeah. And to be honest though, you'd think it would be a lot harder than it has been, but we've actually managed to do it really well. It's surprisingly manoeuvrable as well.
Yeah. Right, here we go. Getting close to it now. And we're about to go now.
Let me move my camera because I want to see this flex. Oh, it's working. Oh, but it's lifted it up slightly. Right, this is where we want to change. But saying that, we'll have more weight on it eventually.
We will.
Oh, that's another thing as well.
What?
We've actually done this to each other rather than from the centre. So I think this, as well as from the centre, would be the answer. Because what
Right.
the original plan was for them all to be in relation to the middle point. But
Yeah.
we've done these off of each other, which actually is better. But we do need to have... I don't know, actually. Yeah, we do. We need... Because the city's going to be off the centre point, it needs to be connected to the front with a shock as well. So we're going to need another one for the centre, but that's going to be a lot of travel, so that's a problem. But it is working quite nice there. It has left the floor, but once there's more weight on it, it would be alright.
Should be, yeah.
Downwards doesn't matter, it can go as far as it needs to, which is handy for going downhill. I mean, if I stop it right there.
Well, I can see the suspension doing what it should be doing.
It is. I'm a bit concerned about the strength of them blocks, but I can't see it actually being a problem. I'm going to both the suspensions. If I now adjust the strength of them together, that will drop that wheel to the ground. See?
Yes, it did.
If I look right the way down, that should almost go. Oh no, it's only going to go so far because of the travel, isn't it? Oh no, it has gone all the way because it's going slowly, but it is going all the way. Right, so if I now put that up until it starts to pick it. I've got a good gauge of where it's starting to pick up now. So strength of 10, that's worked quite nicely. Okay, let's give it a bit more. See if we now have some sort of pressure on each of them sets of wheels from the city. Saying that, I don't know if you're going to need to. I mean, look at it compared to the ones in the distance, all over the place.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at.
But it's actually working because it's picking up the city off the ground, which is in effect averaging it out and levelling it out. Okay, once the weight on it won't lift it off the ground, but I think that might be it.
Looks like it's doing what we wanted it to.
Oh, one in the distance, it's got stuck.
Just a bit.
So if we reverse back onto the flat, do the same on the front on the other side, and see if it does that. It shouldn't do that, and that would be a nice test to show that it works.
Yes.
Quite surprised at how well this is working. That's just rolling itself at the moment as well. Let's slow it down a bit because that's the front one's getting carried away. But what we're seeing on the side there shouldn't happen once we put these on there.
No.
Okie doke. Let's stick some on them on it. Okay, so was it 7 and 7, wasn't it basically? Oh, you've started doing it already.
I did one bit.
Is it on the right? Oh yeah, I'm really getting that out by 7.
Yep. It was 7 blocks completely.
Was it? Oh,
Yep.
I did 2. Yeah. So from here it needs to go 12, like that.
That?
And this one will be left now. So yeah, I'll let me place the wheels so I can make sure I get the naming right.
I wasn't placing wheels, I was just placing blocks.
So this is the left one, and it needs to be with the arrow bit pointing downwards. So that's that way. Yes. There. Okay, let's get to the naming. Oh, again, I'm out to the side. Antenna range. It's just nuts. Yeah, we're going to definitely have to put antennas on the corners, I think. Off-road suspension. So this is going to be L1. And no steering, no propulsion, no brake. Power 0. Strength was 10, wasn't it, in the end? speed 0. Awesome. Okay, now the next one. Make sure we pop the wheel on. Nope. So I just moved last second. There we go. Okay, now do this one. Even extremely efficient of us right now. Left 2 and oh, Windows is doing something. I just had that noise to let you know something's been plugged in or unplugged. God knows what it's going to change now. Strength 10, height offset. Yeah. Friction 0, speed 0. Right. Let's give that another go. Oh, hang on, it's just that noise again. Something else is just plugged in. Did you hear me just now? Perfectly fine.
Yep.
Okay, so speakers in. Okay, so let's look over this side. Okay, let's see how it handles this. And moving.
Did you all the settings, Jeff?
Yeah, done it all. Looking good.
Already looks better.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Is it? Oh, it's doing that though because of the opposite direction. Ah, we need to think about that now. See, I don't really mind it dropping down because that's handy for going downhill because there's no reason to limit that. It's just when it messes up, it's driving along. So we need to sort of. We're probably going to need some sort of buffer under the city so that it doesn't rise up and hit it.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should do a wheel on the opposite side to limit travel. There's quite a lot of movement. And what's the angle there? We're looking at... It's about a 20-degree angle, isn't it? So if we do the opposite on the top... I don't know, I just don't like the idea of limiting how far down it can go. But then if it will stop it from rising up like that, it's probably a good idea. I don't know, what we're thinking. Should we do it on top as well? I'll just put the brake on here, and the weight at the front's trying to push it back, but it is holding. On this side, see look, on the right side, R2 is obviously left the wheel, so it's arching up and not hitting the ground when it could be, because the weight of the front is making it arch up. If we had a wheel above, that would help prevent that from happening. So perhaps if we do the wheel above and below, we'd have exactly the same amount of articulation up and down. So considering we're not going to do too much off-roading with it, and this is quite a steep angle, I think it's probably worth doing that.
Yeah.
So we do exactly the same above as we do below. We're probably going to have to fit the wheels whilst it's arched up like this as well. So let's do the front ones right now. Oh, hang on, will that work? Yeah, it will. So going to R1, we're going to have to do R1 top and bottom. I'm guessing. Oh no, because it's going to be different. We have to do 8 blocks, so it's going to merge into the city slightly, but it's not too bad. We're going to have little arches around it. So that's 4. No, it's going to do 2 more on top of that as well. So it would have to be there. This one. Hang on. Yeah, this will be the other way up. Like that. Okay, let's change the... Oh, that side of the range again. Have I done that wrong? I've done that wrong, haven't I? No, I haven't. Because the distance is right, because it's the 4 block. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's correct. Okay, when I adjust it, it's not necessarily going to hit it.
You need to turn the propulsion off.
They're just free running, aren't they?
No, it'll be controlled.
Well, I'm not controlling it, I'll put the brake on.
Oh. There's no reason for it to be spinning.
No, we'll check in a second. This is going to be L1 top or upper. Yeah, do that. Okay, so no steering, no propulsion, no brakes, just air shock, power down, strength 10 as well. Height offset all the way, that should have gone closer to it. Friction down,
Good.
speed limit down.
Slow it down now. Turn propulsion off.
Yeah, they're just freewheeling, I think. Right. We want to do the same to one behind. We have to move it back a little bit, I think. Can you see it doing stuff? It's not really going to do it there, though, is it? Oh, hang on. The ones on the left are really buckarooing around. Oh, don't hit each other. Put it down a second.
Yeah, it's just about hitting it now, I think.
Yeah, so it's even, so that's nice space in there. Well, in fact, stop it there. We can get the other one done. And test it before we put it on the other side. In fact, the other side we can build as well at the same time. Yeah, do you want to put the blocks in place for both sides? And I'll get these wheels on it.
Where do you put them? What is it, 6 or 5?
I'll do the left. It was 10 blocks in total, 5 by 2. Oh, hang on. Oh, you're doing it. I'll just place the block over here, so now. There we go. Yeah. And that's it, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I'll place the wheel on and then name it, set it, and then come over the other side. It should be that way. So this is R. Did I call the other one L? Because this is R2
It should be R.
upper. Yeah. Did I do that earlier?
Oh.
I did it L1 upper, not wrong. It's R1 upper. There we go. R2 upper needs to be no steering, no propulsion, no brake, just air shock, no power. Strength should be 10. Height offset all the way. Friction 0. Speed limit 0. Propulsion. Oh, that's fine. Okay, that's that side done. And now on this side. All the way up. There. Oh, I'm out of range again. Don't want to put massive aerials on the corners though. I suppose it's not going to matter once it's hidden inside, but...
Well, when it comes to it, we can put the dishes.
The dishes aren't any further range though, are they?
No, but they look nicer.
Yeah, a dish on the roof would look good.
They just look nicer than the original antenna.
Well, if we put a dish on top of the central building at the top of the control room and then put some antennas in the corners, it will look legit.
Yeah.
Steering, propulsion, brake, power, strength, 10, height offset, friction. Right, there we go, and one more wheel to go. This is getting close to being potentially a very, 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 very good build we've ever done.
So far we're at 16,762 PCU.
That's not too bad.
No, not as bad as I thought it'd be.
We've got to put a seat on first though. But yeah, we know this is going to be mammoth though when it does get going.
Yeah. See if Trent wants it for his.
See if it runs on his Xbox.
I don't think it will.
Takes it in and his Xbox goes bang. Right, let's give this another go. this works nice, so we'll put one on the back ones as well, which is going to be, there's an extra two, isn't there, for the back?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what this does. And off we go. Ooh, looking nice on the left. It's lifting it though now, but that's okay. Actually, it's quite nice what it's doing on the left. Okay, this is the bit where it lifted it, but it's actually now evening out. It also, yeah, because it's averaging out. Ah, it's like magic. It's just, that's incredible.
Pretty cool.
Wow, that's just incredibly awesome. I put the brake on and it doesn't like it, but it's not doing that silly thing now. Look, it's actually holding it level. That works like I'm kind of speechless about it, to be honest. That's like, couldn't be any better, really, could it?
Really, no. Seems to work.
So basically, we could have a city here, and we could get up here quite easily.
Definitely.
We've had no clang, no damage. Wow. I'm just going to save it because, yeah, I said the word.
Yeah. Still time.
See, now what we need to do is work out the maximum flex by the time it gets to the front wheel, and then we can then set that as the floor for the city at that end. So we could either have the city floor flat from there straight to the back, or we could have a bit of a curve to the city. So the lower levels could be low at the back, so like sea level, so to speak, would be quite low at the back, but as you go forward and backwards, the levels build up slightly, so you haven't got to worry about it. And we could have, then the sides could have like kind of menacing kind of underside, almost like a boat look almost to it.
Yeah, quite easily, yeah.
Although we could build around the wheels. So long as
I did think that.
yeah, so long as the side don't go lower than the wheels when at the maximum height, then the side could actually be around the wheels. So we'll sort of disappear in the underside of the city slightly as they go up. That would look nice. We would have to make some kind of test rig so we can flex them to the maximum to see where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Yes, this is rather yummy. I think we can put the wheels on the back where they are. Got a little bit of flex there, but I think that'll be alright. And then I think we could even try getting up the rest of this hill, see if we get to the top. What is it at the top? Let's have a look.
Not sure.
There's a little bit of a mountainy bit to the left, but we'll be fine with that. But it just shows though, I mean, we would get around this planet quite nicely with this, I think. Obviously there's some places we won't get to, but a lot of places we can seriously go for. Yeah, this is fine, this is perfectly fine. We'll go up here, we can get to the top of the mountain up here easily.
Should do.
Oh look, you can imagine a camera down here seeing the city coming up the hill. That's a cinematic. Oh man. Oh, it's not until you get down to the floor as well you realise that that's a tree there. That would look like a bit of shrub just now. If you stood here looking down, that city comes up. What's going on with this tree? It looks, it's wow. What happened to that? Have Keen changed their sprites or something? Because they've really messed them up. Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah, this one's not much better.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's missing half of what it should have.
That'd be strange. Oh well. Better to see. You think that's strange? Look at this. But all the trees are doing it. Something's not right there. Oh well. Not worried about that one. As long as they're not explosives when we ride over them. Yeah. Right. Shall we stick these wheels on the back part, and then drive up the hill to check it's all good, and then I think we can blueprint that.
Yeah.
In fact, then once we've done, how do you fancy? I mean, should we make? I don't know. I'm just thinking, should we just make the one, or should we try and make one each? It's a lot of work, though, isn't it, to do one each?
It is a very lot of work.
But it'd be nice to have a couple of them so we can actually do... Now, let's just do ours and we get other people to build theirs and we'll go and demolish theirs. There you go.
See, at most, we make the base. Put it on Steam.
Yeah.
So then they can get that, and all they have to do is put buildings and stuff, whatever they want, on top of it.
But, I mean, if you watch Mortal Engines, they're all different. So
yeah, that's the whole thing.
So perhaps they should make their own bases. They'll have to watch this video to get clues.
True.
But is there anybody who's watching it? What's the count at the moment, Adam? Can you see?
It's 1.
1. You then?
Yeah.
Great. No one's watching us live.
There's been 1 every now and then, but
no. Well.
6 likes.
Sorry?
There's 6 likes.
Ooh, that's good. Well, what we'll do... why did that just drop?
Because I just cut it.
Okay. I was approaching it dropped. I thought, I didn't press anything. What did I do?
No, because it was in the way.
Yeah. You know what you're doing with this, don't you? We're doing the opposite now. We're doing facing inwards, so... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 6 on the outside, pointing in. 2, 3, 5, 6, yep. And that is going to be E12 to there. We've then got those on top, which were like 10. 6 underneath. Is that it? I think it was. Oh no, I've done it wrong. I have done it wrong. Although that actually would have made more sense to me that way, because it means the wheels are lower. Let's keep them high like they were, because that's just what we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you duplicating on the others, yeah?
Yeah, how many did you bring out the little lamb?
Well, it's 7 in total, so add
7 out,
6.
and then another 7.
It's 7 by 7 basically, but it sits on top of the beam. Have you done it on the... Yeah, you have, yeah. Alright, and this is the left shocks. So if I pop... I need to do above and below, so let's chop that up that way. That one there. Definitely think of this one. This is going to be left number 3, because we're going to have 5 of these, aren't we, in total on each side? So it would be left 3. Propulsion brake. Power. Strength to 10. Right offset down. Friction down. Cool. And then the one above. Rotate that around. There. And this is left 3 upper. L3 upper. That naming script, will it recognise if it's already added the name before it or not? Do you know?
Yeah, it just adds a number and the name in front.
But if the name's already been put in front, will it add it again to the beginning of it again?
Probably.
Bugger.
Why? What are you doing?
Well, I've not been putting the names and stuff, have I?
Yeah, it should just put the name in front, and that's it.
So the ones that have already got Scunthorpe before them, is it going to add another Scunthorpe? So it's Scunthorpe,
No.
Scunthorpe?
No, it'll already keep it.
Oh,
The
cool.
only thing it will do is put a number in front of things
Yeah.
if there's more than one of them. But we have already numbered things, so I'm not quite sure what it'll do.
Okay, I'll come over to the right ones now because you've got them done ready. Okay, so what way is the triangle? That way, so I want to turn it that way.
Someone wants to know what he missed.
Amazing stuff, very amazing stuff. Just, yeah, we're putting suspension on the sections, if that makes any sense. And it works really good. We're like halfway up the mountain right now, and we're adding the suspension to the back now so we can finish off climbing the mountain. A city climbing a mountain, it's awesome. We shall drive it in a second. We're doing very, very, very quick work on this.
Just a bit.
Hammond, have you actually got this game? Because we want other people to build these so we can go to war with them. This is the right one, isn't it? It is. So that way.
Yes, he does.
He does. Awesome. How do you fancy trying to build one of these yourself? And then we'll get you. Once you're done, we'll get you onto a server with us, and we can have a proper battle of the cities. Are you up for that? Or is that something you're just not going to be able to do? Because I'm welcoming anybody to have a battle with us, because I'm quite confident we'll make something really cool. Oh, Adam.
Yeah.
Your video just stopped.
That's because you went off.
Oh, I was gone for a while, was I?
It's a second.
A second. Okay, hang on.
That should just restart in its own.
Yeah, I
second.
just had to go and select it. It's put us to a different window. That was weird. My story. Oh, hello. Yeah, my C drive has gone down by 2 gig, but I've still got 30 gig left. I moved Space Engineers to my D drive, and my D drive hasn't changed in size, so that's interesting.
He doesn't think his PC will handle something of this scale.
Ah, okay.
You can always downscale a little bit.
Yeah,
There is
just make a hamlet.
Yeah. Think of us as London.
Well, even though we're Scunthorpe. Can't believe we've gone for Scunthorpe. But it actually, you know what? I actually really like that. It kind of works.
All the blocks are placed.
Cool. I'm going to have to add this wheel later. Because it doesn't want it right now. Saying that. Yeah, we can add it later. Am I on R4, aren't I?
It says, but he can try and assemble a team and do it with them.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, that'd be cool. Because you've got people you know, get them on with you, and then, because to be honest, if you go to battle, you're going to want more than one person controlling these things.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm going to have to turn them off later. I can't do it because there's no wheel on it. I have to come back to that in a minute. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to have quite a few. If we can get as many as we can working on a server, that could be pretty epic. Imagine having like 2, 3, 4, 5 of these sort of moving across the landscape, getting closer, then firing rockets at each other, and fighters coming off them and flying past each other and doing bomb raids and stuff like that. It'd be pretty amazing.
Hmm.
I think it'd look graphically better than anything in space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a PC killer. R4 upper. Offset, friction, speed. Okay, we'll put the lower wheel on when we get it flattened out a bit. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Yes, right, good. What's the time through? We've got about 25 minutes, haven't we, until we kind of want to perhaps put an end to the stream.
Yeah.
And we will be done by then, and climbed up the mountain by then.
Hopefully.
So we've got this worked out nicely. These antennas are doing weird, isn't they? Yeah, right. This is R5. Steering, approach, and brake. Power, strength, N. Right offset, friction, speed limit. Go. And let's stick this one on. Oh no, placed it already, and I've got it the wrong way around. Too far away still. I think for cities you need to add some kind of weapons mod to get cannons. No, if you want weapons you've got to make the cannons. This is base engineering, you engineer your own weapons. Not going to use any mods, because if you put any mods on this, it's just going to tank the speed of the game even more.
It's a bit.
So vanilla, if you want big cannons, make big cannons. Chap has been disconnected. What?
What?
I got disconnected for some reason. R5 upper. Did I do that already though? No, I didn't. It's doing suspension brake. Power, strength 10. Offset, friction. Alright, now to the other side. This one's probably not going to replace it either, is it? We're going to have to level it out, I think, before we go up the hill. Where's me triangles? I can't see them. That way. You're good.
You can also tell from the front, you know.
From the front?
Yeah, once you place it, look at the front. Where the wheel goes.
Oh yeah. That's the top.
There's,
When
yeah.
you put it on. Oh yeah, I've not even bothered looking at it. I always look at the triangle.
That U thing. Yeah, I tried to as well, but there's that U bit as well.
Yeah, that's the top of the wheel, so that makes sense now. I'll look out for it in the future. I hadn't even noticed that.
I've only just noticed myself.
Yeah.
To be fair.
So are we on L? What are we on now?
Yeah, 4.
Is it?
2, 3, 4. Yep.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, because that's 5 behind. That's the last one. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Definitely 4.
There, 54. Yep. And I can't add wheel, so I'll come back to that one in a minute. Oh, actually, no. The U thing is on both, but it's more prominent, isn't it? Oh, I see. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. It's much easier to see. It's funny how the wheels start moving, isn't it?
Hmm.
I wonder if it's inertia, some sort of inertia kind of thing that script's doing.
Maybe.
L4 upper. Steering propulsion brake, power, strength 10. Friction. Right. Class 2. Reverse it back a bit, put the new wheels on at the bottom, and then we can go up the hill. Left. No. There we go. This one's doing it as well. Okay. Way too far away from the antenna.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah.
There's no way you're well too far away.
L5. Come back to the wheel later. The last one above. A turret which isn't something rocket launcher. You can make a turret rocket launcher that's manned, because you want manned ones as well, don't forget.
It's up to the challenge.
Yeah, but you can make catapults and all sorts. You can make rail guns. It's all doable. Put a railgun on this would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And even just catapults, because it's steampunk as well. You've got to think about it. Try and make it a bit steampunk. L5 upper. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll reverse it back a bit so we can get the lower wheels back on. There we go. Right, yeah, let's drive it back a little and get these wheels on that are missing.
You've got 3 to do.
Yeah.
Wait, railguns work on planets.
Yeah, why not? It's a projectile at stupid speeds. Oh, railguns. Oh, they used to use bits of rock, didn't they? You can, because you use gravity generators. That was right. Yeah.
But you could do the similar thing with rockets, like we did.
Yeah, there's lots of ways of doing railguns. You haven't got to use gravity generators.
No, you basically just put an engine on the back of it, of something that's projected, and it welds it and it'll fire automatically.
Yeah.
It's basically like them rockets we were doing. And they do cause damage. A lot of damage. Especially when they blow up in your face.
Yeah.
It happened a little bit.
Okay, can we add the wheel?
Definitely mad scientist.
Mad scientist.
Yeah, we've done a few things that are stupidly crazy.
Yeah, had kids, got partners. Oh, sorry, bad game, yeah.
They'll hear you.
You alright?
They'll hear you.
They'll hear me?
Yeah. I'll get the slap, you what?
R4. Add wheel. Why can't I add wheel on 4? Hang on. Left 4. Oh god, I'm losing the plot now. L4. Add wheel. Yep. Okay. We are nearly there. We will go up that mountain in a minute. L5. I love the way we've named stuff. It's nice when it works.
It helps to name stuff as you go.
Okay, that's all done. All the wheels are on, aren't they? Right, let's go up this mountain. I'm really tempted to put the camera in the place where I was at earlier to see what it looks like, but I kind of need to see what's going on. But yeah, I want to check the rear wheels are doing their thing as well. So that's probably a good place there. Right, let's go for it. Let's see this go up this hill. I should be able to just hold the throttle all the way down because the maximum speed's about right. Looking out for damage, weird stuff happening. We've got a bit of a bounce on the left there, but the shocks are looking after it. It's lifted the wheel off the ground a little bit, but it's ready to hit again. I think eventually we'll probably put a little bit of give in all the wheels shocks, so it's got a little bit more giveness, because at the moment they're quite harsh. Once we've got the weight on, then we can judge that. It's slowing a little, 8 meters per second it's pretty much holding at. Oh no, it just dropped to 7.5, now 7, so it is starting to struggle a little. But I think it's going to do this. I can't see it not doing it. 4.5, 4, 3.5. A little bit. I think it's because it's lifting some wheels off the ground at certain places because of the shocks you put in, so it's losing drive in places. But No, it's sort of 2.5 meters a second at the moment. So with weight on it, we probably get more traction because the more wheels will be hitting the ground. But realistically, a city going up a hill like this, not likely to happen. So this is quite impressive. But we do need it to get up some stuff like this. But it's not stopped yet. It looks like it's stopped, but it is actually still moving. But I don't see any wheels at any weird angles yet. They're sort of each one's doing its own individual little bit of movement, and it's helping as they all going together. They are actually still moving. It hasn't gone below 1 meter per second yet. It's picking up speed again now. Are you there, Adam?
Yeah, sorry.
Alright. Oh, you got your camera in the location.
Yeah. Basically, as it comes over the top of the peak, so I think
Yeah, I want to look out for that as well. Oh, it's come to a bit of a stop. Well, not quite, but it's like half a metre per second. A lot of the wheels on the left are in the air, and a lot of wheels on the right are in the air. I may need to do a little bit of turning. Forgot about that. Oh yeah, that's solving that problem.
we did kind of start at a stop. You wouldn't have started on a stop, would you? You'd have been with speed.
Well, it didn't need to pick up a great deal of speed to get to top speed, but yeah, it would have helped. But to be honest, I think by now it probably would have got to a slow speed anyway. But it does seem to be a little stuck. I mean, it is technically moving, just very slowly. It's been steering again, that seemed to help just now. But yeah, it's still moving. Oh yeah, it's just sorted itself out. See, it's not actually stuck, it is sorting itself out. Every time I turn, it speeds up. Andy? I need to come this way though. There's something actually stopping it, like a tree or something stupid. Because it does keep hitting zero every now and then, so I think it is almost stuck. Yeah, something's stopping it somewhere. I think there's not enough wheels touching the ground. We just roll back a little bit and then go forward again. Right, forward again. It's struggling to get forward momentum.
Yeah, I think it is wheels.
Do you think we should put atmospheric thrusters on it in places eventually?
To do what? Help up the hill?
But just to give it forward momentum. Help with the mass. You could have them around the bottom at the back, that would be quite good I think. And even for braking as well. I mean, large thrusters on this would look tiny. It's not really going to be a eyesore.
No, they will look tiny.
See, I reckon a few large at the front and a few large at the back, just to assist with accelerating and braking, would make sense. When it's a city on wheels, it's not exactly going to be a crazy thing to do, is it? Okay, we've got the front right past the bit we're stuck on, but it's slowed down again. Let's turn the wheels. I really thought it was going to just fly up here easy, but it has found something that it's not liking. Oh, it's making all the right noises. Come on. So I do reckon with the weight on it, it would get up here because all the wheels would be touching the ground.
The weight would help.
Yeah, it is actually moving now, a metre a second, which actually is quite quick. So, yeah, it's going. They're almost like little feet. They keep going up and down, and suddenly grabbing and putting it forward. Yeah, a bit more steering, I think. I can't see what it is actually that's actually causing the major problem though. I think the main bit is there's two dips on the left, which is meaning the wheels aren't touching where they could do. But the right, actually there's quite a few off the ground there at the right as well. It might be an idea just to really put the parking brake on. They're going to hold it. Sort of. That's another thing as well. Thrusters would hold it from rolling down the hill. Could we have approached it at a better angle?
Well, you got control of thrusters.
Yes, with the script. There's a script for that as well.
So just
Actually,
don't
there's actually
beyond.
like a section to the right here we've kind of gone across, so I probably could actually adjust the angle slightly.
Well, I've added some thrusters.
You've added some?
Yeah.
Well, they're not
Four.
going
Well, it's four at the back, four at the front.
I can't
So they're
even
not
see
actually
them.
doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's that far back.
They need a separate. There's a different script for that. It's the same guy that made it, but it's for thrusters. You've got one for thrusters, one for wheels.
They need to set their own power supply on each section.
Oh, actually, if you're going to do... Have you put it on the main part that I'm on?
No.
Do that. Put it on the main part I'm on, because you haven't got to worry about the script then. Because it will actually, when we fit them, they'll actually be on the main grid, won't they? They won't be on a subgrid.
True.
God, look at this, turning on the hill. Oh, hello. What's going on? Stop, stop, stop. What is going on there?
Oh god.
First bit of clang.
Yeah, a little bit.
What's the time? 23:20. That's yeah. Clang was like, hang on a second, what are you doing? Oh, we just woke him up. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reload the last save, but wow,
Nice.
that's some clang.
Hmm.
If we had a city on that, imagine it. I just thought it was saved. Yeah, that's some slow motion. Bits flying everywhere. Right, let's load up the last auto save. I've got auto save, haven't I? Slow game. Yeah, it does back up sports massive. 23:17. Oh, right, okay. Go for that one.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
That did look good, didn't it, Hammond?
Hmm.
It just spontaneously combusted.
Why are you trying to connect?
It just said to itself, hang on a second, what are you doing? How have you got away with this? Clang went, no. I think that was a lot of twisting.
Potentially.
Yeah, so we might need to do some sort of support for that between the... I don't know how we're going to do that though. Yeah, a bit of a pain.
Draw.
Oh, it will take a while to load in because I'm not on SXD anymore. But yeah, that was definitely twisting, I think. A lot of twisting, so you've got to be careful turning on stuff. Well, to be honest, that is the sort of thing you have to look out for on a large build, so it's nothing surprising. Just a hell of a lot of physics it had to work with there.
Just a bit.
Taking ages to load. Camera. So yeah, I think if we just change to your oh hello, rolling down the hill. Should better join now. That's weird. That is really weird actually.
Oh, that is rolling down the hill.
Well, I'm on the ice already now. Considering that was 4 minutes before the explosion. Okay, I'm just changing the angle. And I'll wait for you to join in a second, and then I'm going to head up. We could just go backwards, I suppose. It's a bit of a lower hill, but I kind of want to go this big one. Should we go backwards and go up the lower hill? No, go forwards. Come on, make it easier.
Loading it.
Getting to join this challenge. Have they all got space engineers as well, your friends that are going to do it? to get them to watch this video so they get an idea of what they're doing and the scale of things. And subscribe and like. Oh, you're putting the old hinges on.
Yeah.
But is that? Are they working?
Yep.
Cool. Oh, they are, aren't they? Thinking heck.
There's only 4 of each. Too many of that.
Oh, hang on, are you in Russia, Humand?
He is.
Ah, so we could have a Russian city. That is quite cool, actually. Do like Moscow or something, or one that we've not heard of before. Yeah, that's providing a lot of thrust.
A little bit.
We might not. That might be too much because it's really messing the wheels up. Just put 2 of each. 2 forward, 2 back, I think. Okay, so let it go. Yeah, that's not too bad now.
I can go one marginal.
No, leave it like that, that's just right. See, as we get more mass, we can add more thrusters, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, it is faster.
Yeah, a lot faster. And I don't want to be smashing up the wheels, so... It's amazing how much they can move.
Yeah, a little bit.
Go and position your camera, come on, quick.
Yeah.
Those thrusters, I'm having to just not thrust because there's too much.
Can you turn them down?
Turn down.
Yeah, thrusters. Can you turn them down?
No, that's right for now. I'm just tapping the throttle as and when. Because too much speed is making it bounce over the rocks.
As you say.
Oh.
Has to be add weight.
Don't smash the head before too fast. Yeah, gotta go slowly. But if I put P, dampeners are on, it shouldn't go anywhere. Oh, look at that.
That helps.
It does. That is really good. Alright, so I'm just going to just tap the throttle to go up the hill and let the wheels keep up with it, because the wheels are just basically just tagging along now. I'm literally just having to tap the button to keep it at 4 or 5 meters per second, because otherwise it's going to be too fast.
I can take one off.
No, leave it, because it's just nice to have the power that we need it, and it'll hold the weight.
Oh.
What's that?
Nothing. Just waiting for you to go over the top of the hill.
Yeah, as we add, obviously this is going to be a hell of a lot heavier, so we're going to need a lot more thrusters eventually, but for now we'll leave it. Look at them wheels equaling themselves out, making it level. It's really nice the way it works.
Makes it easier.
In a way, we've kind of made one big track that's conforming to the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going up it dead easy now.
That thrusters
I could just hold the button down, it would just be up there already, but I'm having to just tap it every couple of seconds just to keep it going at this speed, because I don't want to have the wheels bouncing around like we had just now.
No. Oh, here it comes.
Oh yeah, I just see it on your screen, yeah. You see the wheel bumping up and down in the air. And the city is actually fairly level, really, considering.
It's a lot leveler than it was originally.
Because it is, their middle wheels are keeping the average, they're keeping nice and steady.
Which helps for building.
So we could get up mountains quite easily with this now, I think. Pretty much over the worst of it now.
When you're over the top, you're coming onto leveler ground. Middle point's getting there.
going to have no problems getting anywhere now. With that thrusters, it's just absolutely just made it unstoppable.
Just about.
That's crazy.
You look at what we've just climbed up.
I know, it's crazy. But hill climbing with a city. I think we definitely need to try and keep as much ground clearance as possible.
Yes.
But at the same time, we want to make it look quite grounded. But then with the size of it, it will look like it's close to the floor. But in reality, it'll be like pretty hard to ground.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about the ground clearance getting it too low, because the size of it's going to make it look like it's closer than it is anyway.
I think once we've got the mass on that centre beam, we are going to need some support between it and the front and rear parts of the vehicle, because I think it will want to lean forwards and backwards a lot. That's going to change a few things. But we might have to sort of like multiply the wheel suspension together, so there's multiple wheels all bouncing off each other to give us that range of movement.
Yeah.
Right, let's stop. See how this is. So if I stand on here, that's not too bad. Slightly sloped to the back and to the side, but oh wow, go for this. Pop to the shops, jump on the train. It's weird how the wheels are all moving still, apart from the middle ones.
Yeah.
But never mind. I might have to find a way of. I suppose, is there actually a button? Wheels, left, right. See, it's got the option for brake, but
Is there one in the...
oh, speed limit. Oh, we did say, didn't we? There's not an actual hand
Not in
brake.
that. When you're sat in the seat, is the one in that bit?
No.
When you press G to add a button,
Yeah.
is there not a parking brake in there somewhere?
I think if there is, it would only be for the local grid, because the script won't affect that. Wheels. So, as a group,
If you've got them as a group, it should affect
you've
them
got
all.
brake on off, but that's the same as doing the button inside. That's making the brake be operable, not actually turning the brake on and off. It's giving the option of a brake on and off. So there is actually no brake. Anything you got is space bar and the P button, but then that operates the actual. So I think the space bar, the scripts. If I hold down space bar, is that stopping the wheels? No, but the power's all over the place. In fact, it is. The power's all over the place.
That'll be the dusters.
Although it's like up and down, up and down. I think it's the scripts that's doing it, because there's so many wheels it's got to manage. But yeah, I think the wheels moving are just part of the script, maybe. Unless there's an option in the script that does that somewhere. Which one is it? That one there. Version date. No, just going to connect his brake constant tag. Wheel. Oh yes, the wheel ignore tag. Oh, we need to put ignore. Oh, we've put no drive to anyway. The ones that are doing suspension, we've actually removed the ability to drive anyway, so it's not a problem. But if we do ignore, it might help with the what do you call it? The scripts not trying to operate something it can't.
Yeah.
Braking constant. Increase this if your brakes are not strong enough. So 0.1. Ah, okay. 0.5. Check code. Okay. Okay. Space bar. Handbrake off. Go forwards. Brake. It did something with the wheels. but not quite.
Someone wants to know if there's any rules he needs to know.
Vanilla, no mods. It has to be a city on wheels. Yeah, that's it really, isn't it?
Pretty much. Big as you can make it without killing your system.
Yeah. And the idea is once we get it on a server, we just pick them on the planet together somewhere close-ish and then go to battle with each other. Whatever weapons you want. Whatever. You can have ships on board that fly and attack. Obviously, it depends on how many people you've got. So, someone's got to defend the city. You've also got to have weapons. You might have ships and land vehicles that come away from the city to go and attack, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, wheels and vanilla. That's it. It's got to be on wheels. No hovering, no flying. It's got to be on wheels. It must not leave the ground. Watch the film Mortal Engines. Go by that. It's very steampunk. It's kind of, that kind of thing. Make it look good. Make it look like a town, village, city, whatever. But I'm going to sort of have this quite highish in the middle, just forward of the middle. Quite highish. There'll be a few levels of city, so there'll be like stairs and stuff up to different levels of city with various buildings above and below, that kind of stuff. And then have like a main sort of city hall type building at the front top, and then like a massive big curved window with the control room in and all that, the balconies. That look really cool. So you're overlooking the front, really massive. And that's where I control it from. And then there are various buildings around that do different things. Like we could have something like a transit system, maybe, or I like his message. It's been hidden, but he's put no Mary Poppins. I think he's talking about. I don't know. What are you talking about? I just pictured like lots of chimney sweeps going around the buildings like they do in Mary Poppins. So I can have like Red Army base. Yeah, it's all got to fit on your city. So if you're having like army vehicles, have them on the city, but they've got to be able to load up on the city and get off the city. So if it's on your city, you can have it, kind of thing. Bear in mind, you've got to be able to operate it all and be able to defend it all and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think that's a good point to leave, I suppose. I'm going to do a save. And do we do a blueprint now, or we'll leave it for now?
Leave it for now.
Yeah, wow, basically. I wonder how many football pitches that is.
A lot.
We could do a football stadium in it.
Football stadium on wheels.
It's weird that the wheels are moving, but we'll figure something out. Some of them, the ones that are off the ground are. The one that's touching the ground there is actually still. So once we adjust the shock levels of individual wheels, I think, only some of them are. So once we adjust the shock levels, they'll all have much better traction as well, so that'll improve the movement. They're the ones that we're actually on the main body. Yeah, so I think we'll be good. Yeah, the one that's making the main contact, keeping it off the floor, is staying still. Because the main vehicle's holding it. I think they're just freewheeling. I don't think they're actually under any power. I think they're just freewheeling. Just influenced by a bit of off-math.
Yeah.
Mary Poppins flying. Yeah, no flying, that's right. I get you now. Well, I think max size, I will make it, I will be like 1/5. What, 1/5 the size of this?
Fine. It's like having a small city to...
Yeah. I mean, if you watch the film Mortal Engines, you've got London, which I'm kind of doing London, but not doing London. But it's going to be similar, but not exactly the same. But it's a big one, and you've got the smaller places, and London actually eats the other cities. It goes after the smaller places. You've got a big gate that opens at the front, and it drives up behind it and collects it up, and then it burns it and incinerates it to use it for parts. But that would be a cool thing to do. But I don't think all those grindings inside one of these would be a good idea. So I'm not going to do the grinding thing. But some sort of big hangar somewhere might be a good idea. There's lots of space to do it, but the thing is though as well, if we made it as low as it is in the film, it just wouldn't get over stuff. So we'd have to have some clearance.
Well, that was able to go through land.
Was it?
Yeah, when it had like a big dip in the thing because of the waste feed,
it
rose
just
through.
smashed its way through, didn't it?
Yeah, it just went straight through. It didn't even affect it.
I mean, we could sort of like do a row of drills at the front, so anything it comes to it just gets rid of, but they're going to get damaged quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've done good here. This is actually pretty amazing. I had no idea it would be this good, and I've got no worries putting weight on this. I know it's going to take it because we can make up for weight with thrusters to give it the oomph. It will take the weight on the wheels. They're no problem. They're all turned up full whack at the moment. So once we've got the mass on and know what it's going to be, we can then start playing around with the strength of these shocks. We're going to turn it down a little bit, and then they'll have a bit more traction. All the wheels individually would conform to the grounds underneath of it, and these would give way a little bit more. So yeah, I think that's going to be really good. The only thing I say we've got to worry about is once we put, see this centre section here is what the city is going to be attached to. So once we've got weight forwards and backwards, or forward backwards, it's going to want to tip forwards or backwards more. So we're going to need that sort of similar suspension setup here to the front and to the middle here underneath the city to keep the city level over these. I think that's going to be an interesting one. I think it might be a case of perhaps combining a few of them together somehow, multiple separate grids to help hold the weight. We'll have to see about that one, but I think that's the next hurdle. But I think if we start building a grid now from the back and sort of make a rough area of how it's going to be. Also, my original idea of shape is a bit rectangular right now, so perhaps I might go a bit wide towards the front and bring it in and bring it back towards the back wheels. The back wheels are slightly exposed maybe, but yeah, we'll come to that next time. Yeah, I guess we'll leave it there. So yeah, thanks for watching those who have, and anybody who might watch this when it's been played back as a video if you've got this far. The usual like, subscribe, hit the bell, and we shall get back to this next week, as well as our usual survival series on Sundays. Yeah, I've been Beardie.D and this has been Adam.
Bye.
And we'll catch you next time. Cheers for watching.